Good one.
Yeah, I saw that.
How you know?
He contributed like 5 G.
Crazy.
What?
Here we go for the Pope.
Yeah, I saw.
Show.
Bro, I saw they were
Not
doing
really,
like you know when they get drafted, like the NFL get drafted.
Yeah.
They were doing like an NFL. I was watching like an NFL thing. of it.
Trohpyless is spelled wrong in the title.
It's why?
Yeah.
Oh man, I don't want to talk about this shit right now. Jokes, my team's still getting trophies. This guy looks like Neo.
Those are from the garage.
This guy looks like a third blind mice over here. This guy looks like Matt Murdock from fucking Daredevil.
This guy's Daredevil, bro.
I
Bro.
can't see. I can't see.
Man looks like that one messy meme.
Bro, I don't know what he was doing, bro. I don't know what he was doing.
Are you like pretending like you're Araujo? Like,
Me?
yeah.
Oh, Italian Mike!
Wagwan, my youth.
Italian Mike!
What up?
What's good?
I love that We the North display pic there.
You see the stat of his? Some stat like he has something about like I think he has more playoff games for Raptors still, or like better playoff games for Raptors than Clippers still. Something like that. It's like something that he still has a better Raptors than Clippers.
Yeah, the Raptors season was generational, bro.
Generational, bro.
Italian Mike.
PG Inter, bro. Who do you think, man? Gotta be the-
It's gotta be Inter, man.
Nah,
We'll talk
bro.
about it. We'll get there.
Italian
We'll talk about it, boys.
We'll depths get there.
Let people scrum in.
Yeah, let people
I'll
get in
post on
here.
Twitter right now.
I'll take a
Scrum in. Yeah.
little
Crowd
little
get in,
scrum, bro. You know what a
Post the link
scrum
on the
is?
story?
Yeah, I'll post a link on the story. You know what a scrum is? It's a rugby term. You don't play rugby, no? It's okay.
Give me another rugby term.
3 points.
3 points. It's a rugby term?
Yeah, that's how many points they get. Try, bro.
Anyway,
Triangular.
6 points.
Try, bro. Try. Triangular theorem, bro. I don't know.
It's so delusional from the game.
Bro, I'm lost here, bro. Nah, bro, it's the sauna, bro.
Yeah, you're in the sauna.
45 minutes. Come on, my bloodshot. bro.
45? Is that legal?
Bloodshot eyes. There was a guy in there that even worse than me.
What do you mean worse?
He was
Bro.
in there for so long. He was like.
anyway,
talking to some
welcome
guy.
to the Footy Culture Live Champions League variation of our
Body, eh?
podcast. Body.
Body the Body.
Variation of our podcast. Everyone that will be coming in, we'll be waiting for more people, but Italian Mike's already in the chat. What's going on? PSG Inter. As we said, we'll get into that. But we had some huge games that we will also get into in just a moment. We're going to wait a little bit. Maybe we'll talk a little bit about how United and Spurs are actually in the final here, and maybe a little prediction. We'll do that quickly.
A little appetizer.
Yeah, why not? We'll start off with Europa League quick. So we had Amad Diallo come back.
Yes,
Oh,
sir.
He's back and he got an assist within like 15 minutes.
That's what he does, bro. That's my
He was back
guy.
last game too.
That's
Oh.
my star boy.
Assistant Mount, no?
Yeah, I think he just assisted one of Mount's
Mount
goals.
with 2
Mount's
goals.
back too, bro. Low key.
Yeah,
Crazy.
Is that Chelsea Mount?
Chelsea Mount might be here.
Derby mount.
And then on the other side, we had Spurs win 2-0, I believe. So now it's going to be a full Prem final in the Europa League. 14th versus 16th.
Bottom of the table.
What do we think about that?
Battle of the bottom of the table.
14 versus 15?
One of them
Crazy.
will be in CL, no?
Yeah.
Yeah.
One of us will be in CL, yes. And it will be United. Enough said.
As he's wearing right there. What do you guys think of that?
We were trying to mute it this whole time.
No, I heard it before.
Some of us were muted.
What do you guys think of this matchup, and where do you see this going?
Bottom of the table type of matchup for a European final. Can't say I've seen this
Mad.
before in my lifetime.
pretty
At least
cool,
that I
though.
can remember, but
Pretty cool.
interesting. I don't know if it makes sense or if it's deserved for the finalists, the winner, to go to the UCL despite their league performance. How do we think about that?
Well, it's always been the case. Like the rules didn't change. It just so happens that like the two teams that are in the final like aren't doing the best in the league, right?
Exactly.
That's pretty much it. Yeah.
Literally.
It always happens, right?
Always.
The Europa League winner always makes Champions League. Like that's always a thing, no?
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, but Wenger doesn't like that.
Wenger doesn't like a lot of things.
Wenger doesn't like anything,
Why
bro.
was he saying?
He said the winner of the Europa League shouldn't necessarily qualify for the Champions League next season.
They should qualify for Europa League again. It's like, okay, well, what if we finish in Europa League places in the league,
Then someone else gets it.
or if we finish in Champions League places? Like we're going to Champions League anyways.
Then someone else I think gets the Europa League spot.
But at that point, just send whoever they take to Champions League.
Yeah, no, I agree.
It's-
I think it's always been like that. I don't necessarily think it's a problem,
No, there's no problem.
but it's just weird. Like, but
It is what it is, but that's how Sevilla's gotten in like how many years.
yeah, that's true.
On the other side, we have a couple players coming back from injury. I think it was the center back duo Van de Ven and Romero, which is looking like Spurs is getting a little more healthy on that side. Do they stand a chance against the mighty Reds?
I don't know if I rate Spurs like that. Like,
Why
Yeah,
you,
you
why you
do.
lying, bro?
no, like I rated a Kane Spurs. You know what I mean?
I bet
Like
you
a
did, bro.
Caneless Spurs is a different type of
What
sauce.
about a Solanke Spurs or a
Doesn't-
Richarlison?
Doesn't move me
Spurs?
the same way.
No,
Nah, not
How
at
does
all.
one move you?
Yeah, but yeah.
Doesn't move me at all.
Spurs don't stand a chance.
Yeah, but then again, we all know that famous Ange quote. I always win things in my second year.
Yes, but Spurs haven't won a trophy since 2008.
that was what Audi Cup.
It was the Capital One Cup. That was their last major trophy.
I mean, to
And
be fair,
that's
that's
not
a
even that
big cup.
major. It's not even that major. It's the second tier cup in England.
I guess. I don't know. I think this trophy is there for United. I think they have the better squad. I think everything aligns better for them too. Like United will have their 69th major trophy if they win this. Pope is 69 years old. Link there, the new Pope.
You always got Pope links, huh?
We all know that Rio unfortunately is doing unwell at the moment, so maybe a little correlation there too.
But he's gonna
Damn.
play.
No, I'm just saying, former United player, United legend.
Yeah, shout out Rio, man. All soon to be a friend of the pod. Hope he feels better because he wasn't looking good.
He wasn't.
Oh,
You look pretty.
He was probably anxious for today's game or something.
They were like up 3-0.
this is the history of Tottenham.
Yeah.
But that's the thing. I wouldn't be surprised if Tottenham come and win it somehow. Like,
That was the history of Tottenham under.
like United
Kane,
would lose this game.
You never know. I think it'll be. Hopefully, it's a
I
decent.
expect United to win, but I wouldn't be surprised if they would be the team to lose.
Do we know the date of the final?
Final. It's usually a couple days before thing, no?
Yeah, it's a couple days before, no?
On a
For
Thursday?
the Champions League.
Tough.
Not the
Thursday.
same day.
It is May 21st, 10 days before Wednesday.
Oh.
It's on a Wednesday, which is weird. I hate.
They always do that. Why do they do that?
Not gonna put on
Midweek
the same day.
soccer, man.
Can't
Not-
put on the same day as MCL.
People don't care about the final. They got work the next day.
That's fair.
Just put it on the weekend before.
Like the 24th, no? Like,
Yeah.
what's wrong with that?
Yeah.
Because
But
there's
I
still
don't
league
know.
play.
Throw the league game midweek. I don't know. Like I'm just thinking of ideas, but I get
Yeah.
it. I get it. It's a weird one for sure, but no, good final. And then I think Conference League we got Chelsea, Betis.
Betis.
Chelsea
Apparently-
Betis,
apparently
bro.
Matt was
Bro, the
saying that.
Betis game was crazy today. Anthony scored a banger of a free kick.
This guy,
that.
huh? What happened to this guy? I don't know where he came, huh?
Just eating, bro. Different environment, player thrives, There's no such thing as a bad player at the top level. Just environment and role.
Just weak mentality.
Or weak club.
Weak mentality.
Maybe that too.
And Chelsea too. Who you got? Who you backing in that one?
Might be Chelsea. I like how Betis have been playing this season and how Isco, especially Anthony now since coming to Betis,
Mhm.
has kind of emerged as like, a resurgence for their team. But I don't know. Chelsea have a lot of depth. Like, I just think they're the better team overall too.
They got a lot of talent, man.
Like, what place are Chelsea at? What place are Betis in the league? I have no
Fifth.
idea.
I think
Like, do they
did-
just go all in?
They might both be in similar places, like in their respective leagues.
We're Chelsea in like 5th or 6th.
I think they both might.
Betis
be
are
like fifth or
sixth
sixth.
right now.
Betis are sixth.
Yeah, Chelsea's 5th, Betis 6th. So they're
Okay.
pretty close. Perfect Conference League final. Okay, I guess we could start getting into the CL matchups here. Hopefully,
Take us away.
we'll hold. I think we should start off with PSG though. We'll save Barca for last because that's obviously the crazier game of the two.
That's the creme de la creme, bro.
That's the creme de la. Yeah. All right, PSG go on to win the second leg against Arsenal. Arsenal was looking like a shadow of themselves from when they played the Real Madrid. We had Declan Rice in the CDM position the first game. Second game, Arsenal fans, oh yeah, wait for Partey to come back until Rice could go in the 8. Guess what? Did nothing. What do you guys think about this game here?
PSG were the better side. I think it's pretty easy to see. Midfield battle won by PSG. João Neves was literally everywhere. Was breaking up every tackle. Brother was winning aerial duels at what? Was he 5'5", 5'6"? He was winning every single duel in the air. That can't happen. Like, you're supposed to be this big burly team from the Prem, physical league, pace and power. Where is it at? I didn't see it. Right? Donnarumma masterclass for sure. But that's what he does in big games. We've seen it before, time and time again. He comes and makes these big saves in these big matchups. I know Arteta was complaining a little bit. What do you guys think about that? I heard him after the game talking about everybody knows that their goalkeeper was their best player, and that was the story of the game. What do you think about that?
I thought it was very interesting because that reporter that was interviewing him was showing some tenacity. She was not letting him have his say. She was almost kind of like side-eyeing him and blasting him a little bit. And Arteta was kind of shaking a little bit. You could tell she might be a closet gunner. And she's Arteta out.
You think?
Yeah, I think she's Arteta out. I think all Gunner fans should be. Because I actually saw a graphic of club legends that are now coaching said club. And there was like a bad rating or good rating. And Arteta got a good rating. And Xavi got a bad rating as Barca coach. Xavi won a league. Arteta won what?
Yeah, but in inferior
FA Cup,
league.
FA
though.
Cup maybe?
Not hard.
Did he win an FA Cup?
Yeah,
In his first season, yeah, but that was with Things team.
Emery's team?
Emery's team.
What?
Aubameyang?
Was that the only trophy that Arteta's won? Just,
Yeah.
like one FA Cup? In,
Yeah.
what, 8 years?
And that was without spending the money. He didn't spend the money then. Not
That's
yet.
crazy.
That's why.
But still, you expect more from Arsenal,
Yeah.
right?
Oh, dude, 100%. They got the most expensive squad in the world.
I mean, Arteta said after the game, the best team lost in my view, especially after 160 minutes. I'm saying that the PSG bench, are saying that as well. He was saying that the PSG bench was saying the same thing,
Really?
which is definitely a lie. And then
Yeah, exactly. Because he said that, and the
Yeah.
reporter asked him, "Who?"
who? Yeah.
and like he kind of dodged the question,
Yeah.
went on a bit of a spiel, and then the reporter asked again, "Okay, but like, who are you talking to after the game?" He's like, "Everyone, a bunch of them."
Yeah. And then I think the same reporter asked Luis Enrique saying about that. Did you hear what Arteta said? That the best team lost, and he's like, I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know what he's talking about. Clearly, not.
Yeah.
Just
PSG were
fed
definitely
up
the
with
better
it,
side.
right?
Or were PSG really that much better? Like, if you look back at their goals were kind of difficult. You know what I mean? Like, they weren't like the easiest goals that you could score. Like, Fabian Ruiz's goal, like crazy kind of a
Beautiful.
volley touch, and then on the one, and then even Hakimi's goal kind of like turned back to goal, just shot it randomly and it went in. Like, not the easiest finishes too.
A difference in quality in the big game, right? Like, those players stepped up in the big game when they had their chances. You know, even when it was a difficult chance, they bagged it, right? And on the other side, like you saw Saka missing the open net there,
Yeah.
right? That could have put the game on.
Skied it, bro.
Skied it.
It's like
Absolutely
the one,
skied
like,
it.
Still, and like the ball like way
Yeah.
up.
And then, like, when the chances were on net, Donnarumma was there, right? He came up big, where you can't really necessarily say the same. Right? I think I had a couple decent saves, but like those other chances, like, you know, maybe Donnarumma saving those. You know what I mean? We saw like Odegaard, I think, had that chance really early in the game.
Oh my gosh.
Beautiful shot, saved, right?
I want to say, because you just said Odegaard, I think Odegaard has to get dropped for someone else. But
Think
before,
so?
yeah, Jackson, what's up? BL dude, what's up? But we'll get to your comments in a second. Donnarumma was obviously the difference maker in this game. I think if PSG had if Arsenal had Donnarumma, the game would have been different.
Yeah.
100%.
But for Arteta to go to the media and say, like, pretty much whining that he was the better team, I wouldn't want a manager like that, in my opinion.
Man, just looking at, have you guys seen that? Like, I didn't watch the Amazon video of like the Arsenal Road to whatever it's called that they have, the little
Road to
series.
Glory or something like that.
I don't know. I didn't watch it, but I saw videos surface up. Maybe someone just realized that Arteta's like a joke of a manager, that he brought a light bulb to the training room, and he was going on this whole shenanigan spiel about how we're the power to this bulb, and I need all of you to bring this light and energy from the fans, just like some nonsense. I don't know if he was doing it for the show or if that's actually how he talks around in the change room, but
It's definitely like that.
I don't see how a player can take that gaffer seriously if he brings that bringing props to the change room. All right, guys, I got this. I got
Brings
this.
puppets?
Like, yeah, like props. Like, I got a light bulb. He plugged the light bulb in. It had light, just shining it in front of everyone's face.
You gotta get your message across
No,
somehow.
no.
Props is-
Sometimes something
no.
interactive like that helps.
Props is kind of crazy.
Not before the game, man. Not in the change room or at halftime.
What we've heard about that story where he hired pickpocketers so that like his players could
Yeah.
be like more on notice, you know?
Yeah.
So he's definitely an eccentric individual, and you know, like his coaching style and how he kind of comes across to the players might be a little unorthodox, but hey man, maybe some players enjoy it, maybe others find it kind of corny, but it may help some guys, may not, right?
Yeah, Pure Bets, what up?
Up here, bets.
What up?
What's up?
Yeah, we're not on that Barca Inter game yet, but we'll read some of the comments anyways. If we had Balde and Koundé, I guarantee we 100% qualify. I don't know if you agree.
100%.
It's a good point, man. Fullbacks, you need them. BL dude, what's up, bro? Let's put some respect on Inzaghi. Managing a side that never splashes cash. Shout out to Zangs. Still gets them to 2 UCL finals in 3 years. Best coach in the world. Forza Inter. Shout out
an
Inter, man.
Inter
Great
fan.
squad, great mentality. Well-built squad.
Now if they lose 2 UCL finals in 3 years, it's a different story.
It's still pretty impressive.
Yeah,
Hey,
but that's Juve energy
They
if
won't
they
be
do
the
that.
first, yeah.
That's Juve energy. Jackson is back, mainly Balde, because he helps out a lot more than Koundé. I know it's Rafinha a lot. Yeah, man, the overlapping on the wing, the 1-2s, the overlaps, it was missing for sure. So
He's back in training today, so hopefully he can make an impact against
El
Madrid.
Clasico's on Sunday, guys. Another big game, so it should be fun.
That kind of cheeses me, bro. Though.
What?
Like seeing a picture of him, he's back in training. Like, bro, a couple days before, bro, he could have been back in
Crazy,
training. You
bro.
know what I mean? Like,
Well, back in
It's
training and
stressing.
ready to play is like different.
no, he's gonna play.
I recall a couple months ago when you guys
It's like
trashed Balde.
I never
Well,
trashed
those
Balde.
guys suck.
I like Balde.
Beginning of the year.
I always liked Balde.
100%.
He was in the
Maybe
he
after
was,
he just came back from injury and he was taking some
he
time.
was
to
in a little
readjust,
stint that
but-
where he didn't play well.
He fell
Yeah,
off.
of
Play
course.
well, he fell off. But
Yeah,
now-
after his injury, it makes sense.
yeah, but he's deniably top 5 left backs in the world right now. 100%.
Yeah, top 3.
Top 3. Yeah, to be honest.
Yeah, well, Pure Bet says PSG and Inter have the best keepers, best squads, deepest squads, and absolute studs.
Yeah,
Sure.
this might actually be a battle. We'll talk about it more, but this might be a battle of the goalies, bro.
I mean, the truth of the matter is you can't win a Champions League without a great goalkeeper. It's never happened.
Yeah.
It has never happened. Name one time. Dude, go. I'm waiting.
I mean,
Name one
A
time.
lot of people criticize
Not
Valdez for not being the greatest goalie.
Yeah, but have you seen Valdez's performance in
Yeah,
those Champions League
massive.
finals?
Massive.
Shut out Thierry Henry. Shut out CR7. Shut out like a great Man United side. And world class keepers are needed to win Champions League. You can't without. It's impossible. It's never been done.
What about Edward Mendy?
He was world class that season.
that season he was good. His declined right after that.
Easton has had that.
Well, that was just like
season.
Onana too, though.
Yeah, Onana as well.
Can you imagine Onana?
They didn't
Imagine
win.
Onana was in Donnarumma's place
They
right
didn't
now.
win the Champions League. Though.
They didn't. Well, he was
No,
still
but
class.
he was
Final.
still class.
UCL.
They make a final.
They did.
Yeah, he did.
with Inter
Onana was
against
the,
Man City.
Onana was
No.
in. Oh,
Yeah,
I
he
thought
was
you
in the
talking-
final.
I thought you were talking about Ajax.
No,
I was like,
Nah.
oh, they make a final. I thought they were talking about Ajax.
Is
crazy.
is there more chats or
Pure Bets.
Pure
Yeah,
Bets,
I posted to my story last night. Haha. Cool analogy, but LMFAO.
Yeah.
no, but Flick is the right manager for Barca. He will win us a UCL. They're building, man. They're building.
That guy-
Lunch.
Young
Vibe
squad
ripped
first
me up, bro.
season. They're building. Lamine will be back. Everyone knows. But PSG Inter, man, I don't know if you guys saw, but there was this viral video that was kind of surfacing, before the Arsenal game, a little bit into it, where Arsenal midfielder Thomas Partey, he actually said that the most skillful player at Arsenal is Martinelli.
That's
Damn.
cap, bro. There's no way, man. The way I watch him play, like this guy just head down and just sprints.
You guys seen that clip though?
Yeah.
Who interviewed that
posted
guy?
Footy Culture posted and
Oh, shit.
David conducted the interview, and
Crazy.
it sent shockwaves around the Twitter sphere,
Yeah.
to say the least.
I got
But,
baddies in my DM right now, bro.
Cap.
but like,
After
Bunch
that-
of gooners, bro.
after that interview.
but like,
Soccer goat 1, 2, 3.
like, what does this tell you? Like, does Partey have bad talent ID? Is Martinelli a demon in training? Like what is it?
No,
Is
no, no.
Martinelli that good, or we're
From
just
what,
kind of?
from what I got from it, he said that the ball always gets back to his feet somehow.
Sticky feet.
He has sticky feet. That's what it is.
So Frasca.
Yeah.
And I can see that. I can see that where he has his head down, he's just running, and then he hits off the like. There was
Oh, he's
one
one of
game.
those
There was one point in
players.
the game
Right back to him.
where he was like in front of Hakimi, and Hakimi was like, and like they're both like, oh,
Yeah.
and then like he kind of went through Hakimi
He had
somehow,
some
but it
good
was so
1v1
lucky.
scenarios that game.
So I can see where he says that, and obviously, like you said, his pace definitely helps.
Yeah.
So
But like, is no one else like that skillful at Arsenal? Like, really, Martinelli, bro?
Who else?
who
they have,
else?
if you think
Like,
about it?
look, think about it. Legit, think about it.
Like
Saka isn't
like
skillful,
Saka, yeah,
really.
Saka doesn't really have skill.
He just does his
He's
thing.
more pace and power.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Right.
The whole team is pacing.
The whole team is pace
Right.
and power.
Rice, like no. Trossard, no. Gabi Jesus,
Odegaard?
no. Odegaard, maybe, but I don't know.
Okay, but do we think
Easy.
Odegaard is just another Frankie De Jong? Like, does nothing good, does nothing bad, just average?
That's what. No, don't say we. That's what you think.
No,
No, but
I do.
I don't think De
is-
Jong's bad.
You think? I don't
Oh
think.
no, not Young. I'm talking about Odegaard.
Okay, Odegaard.
I'm
yeah,
talking
but
about
he said, he
both.
said De Jong, bro.
I don't think De Young.
I'm talking about
I
both.
think both low key, bro. Like they.
Oh, this guy, put this down because when De Jong does something,
No,
we
I-
go back
I've
to
been-
it.
I've been
I've
waiting.
been
I've been
against
waiting,
Put the
bro.
timestamp on Matthews right now.
I've been against De Jong, bro.
I've been waiting, bro.
No.
I always like De Jong.
Yeah.
Matthews
You
doesn't like
can-
him not because of his
Yeah.
ability, but because he gets paid too much.
That too.
Yes, it is.
And he hasn't improved since he came to Barca. In my opinion.
This season, he's done.
He also
best.
hasn't like fallen off like the other ballers that came from that same year.
Like
De Ligt, Van de Beek.
That whole
that's a different. They play for different teams.
That-
I'm
No,
talking
no,
about
but
Barca.
they're the same year, same. They came from the same team that performed that well that Champions League season.
Okay, situation.
that whole team like just
Sold
fooled the
dreams,
world.
Bro. They sold
Coach
dreams.
included.
Every yeah,
Coach
Yeah.
included.
every single player from that team didn't pan out,
Low-key,
and the
bro.
coach.
Like, what's Van de Beek saying, bro?
Is it Girona, I
He's in
think?
Girona now, I think.
Or is he
Yeah.
Frankfurt?
No, he's
Yeah.
in the Bundesliga.
They're all cooked.
Anyway, doesn't
That
matter.
That whole team's cooked.
Somewhere.
To be honest.
I don't know, but I want to say want to go back to what Luis Enrique said after the interview too. So the interviewer asked him, "Did you know or did you realize that you guys beat every Premier League team?
Yeah, I seen that.
They beat all 4 Premier League teams and they eliminated 3 of those teams."
Crazy.
And then Luis Enrique says, beating all 4 Premier League teams? Really? Well, the League of Farmers now? Who's the League of Farmers now?" So basically he's saying, yeah.
So he's never coaching in the Prem.
But it's funny how even the gaffer knows that like the league is technically seen as the League of Farmers, the Farmers League. But it's true, like, bro, PSG destroyed everyone.
And destroy them.
Where
They
are finishing
eliminated
the
3
league
of them
phase? Where were they in the league phase?
in the league phase.
Yeah.
I think they're 15th now or something like that.
Crazy.
Costin Collins, what's
Sometimes
up?
sometimes it takes you to start off a little bit slow, find your rhythm, and that's what legit happened to them.
Yeah, because I think they were playing with like a striker for the longest time. Then
Yeah.
eventually
They
just
played
started
with Gonçalo
playing
Ramos,
false
and they
nine,
realized-
then they realized, you know what, maybe this is how we need to.
As
play.
soon as they got Cavada, that's when everything.
Cavada was a big thing too.
What up? What up, Costin? How's it going, brother?
What's up, what's
Dembele
up?
for Ballon d'Or. Dembele wins Ballon d'Or. The game is
Game is gone, bro. The
No,
game
no,
is
no,
gone.
no, no, no.
He's gonna be.
If
on-
Dembele wins the Ballon d'Or,
happened,
he's
bro?
proven his worth more
Worth
than
to
what Vinny did
what?
last season.
Yeah, I agree with that.
I don't think the game is gone if he wins the Ballon d'Or.
He was a key feature in the whole Champions League. Without him, they weren't doing anything. They literally had to sub him in this game to really even get some like action in the pitch.
And
He's a baller, man,
No, he had to.
and he has ability too.
nah, I can't see him win a Ballon d'Or.
Why not?
Pure bad
I think he's
style.
the front runner right
real.
now.
No,
Yeah, he is now. The odds are updated. Yeah,
actually.
man, odds
He,
move
he,
quick,
he
brother.
technically is. I mean, there's no Inter players that are gonna win it.
Shout
not?
out.
Who's gonna win it? Just because you want the Champions League? You want nothing else?
Shout
He
out.
can win the
Not
league.
done
Not
yet.
gonna win the league, bro. 4 points clear as 4 points. No.
Shout out Beppe Marotta for getting Sommer for 5 million. Shout out Beppe, man.
He sold Onana for like what 40, and then got
55.
Yeah, that whole
55
Inter
and-
squad was
He
like
came from Bayern, no?
pretty much free.
He
transfer.
sold apparently fraud Nana for 55, yeah, and sold and attained Sommer for 5. So great bit of business. Marotta, you know,
Yeah.
he's one of the best sporting
Totally.
directors in the game. For real, for real.
Even the rest of the squad, like pretty cheap. I think Lautaro, like 20-something mil. Marcus Thuram, free transfer. Like Acerbi, I think he was free or pretty cheap as well too.
free.
Gent in the
Mkhitaryan
cut.
free. Çalhanoğlu free.
Heartbroken Gent. Heartbroken.
Zelensky free.
Bastoni 5 mil, no?
So looking at our bets, looking
Wasn't
at
Bastoni
the
like 5 mil or 10 mil?
He might have been
cheaper. Looking at the Ballon d'Or 2025 future odds right now on PointsBet,
Dembele.
Oh,
Dembele in first at 125. And what was
Yeah.
our bet? $100 that
What? I don't remember.
Salah would be higher than Rafinha in the rankings.
Did he surpass?
There's no way
So-
Salah's higher.
So right
than
now Salah's in
Rafinha.
second. So if you wanna cash out early, I'll give you $50 cash out right now.
That's crazy.
I'll give you a cash out right now for $50.
No, we're gonna win. He's gonna higher.
And then you have Yamil Yamal in third and Rafinha in fourth.
Rafinha's gonna go higher than Salah.
But Rafinha doesn't do anything. He scores the goals, but like he's pretty quiet other than that.
When we needed him to score, what did he do? He scored.
Okay.
Yeah, but like
Okay.
well, like
Bro,
what?
Both
but like
legs.
what?
Like what?
Both legs. We needed
he's
him to
not-
score, and he
he's not
scored
a-
both
He's not a
goals.
game-changing player.
Really?
His
Not.
he
Not
game,
a
he
game-changing
changed the
player.
game when he scored.
He was on the whole game, and then
Okay.
it just decides to turn on one minute.
That's all you need
A
sometimes.
game-changing player
Wasn't
is,
enough.
is someone that they didn't even run through his side. Like they went through Yamal.
Oh,
Yamal,
thank you.
Yamal,
Why do you
Yamal,
think they didn't run
Yamal,
through his
Yamal.
side?
Huh?
Why do you think they didn't go through his side?
So he needs Balde to be good.
Balde is what helps him.
So he needs Balde to be good.
Sword, is it not good that a left back is running, making runs
Does he need
across you,
Balde to be
taking
good?
the defender with you? I mean, you making the
If
run
you're
in?
playing left wing and your
Like-
left back can't physically pass the ball forward to you, how are you gonna get the ball?
Yeah.
Who's playing left wing for you guys out there?
What?
I'm kidding, Jay.
Bro, when Gerard Martin gets the ball, the guy passes back. What connection is there with Rafinha? Rafinha has to cut into the mid to
Bro,
try to get the ball.
The game plan was to go through Yamal. Why wasn't it to go
100% it is, because guess
If,
what?
if the game plan is not
Why
to go,
why is that the game plan though?
if the game plan is not to go through Rafinha and Yamal, Rafinha shouldn't be on this Ballon d'Or list.
That's
Why?
crazy.
He's not one of the best players in the world that could do change a game by himself. He needs someone with him to hold his hand.
Did he not score by
He
himself?
scored.
He needs someone with him to hold his hand. Just because he scored a goal doesn't mean he's a Ballon d'Or
So one
contender.
player does it all by themselves
Yamal,
Yamal.
besides him.
Dembele,
Dembele does it by himself.
Yes.
Salah.
Stop.
They literally. That's why they're top 3 right now.
If you're gonna tell me that Rafinha is a Ballon d'Or worthy player, you don't know ball. He's not.
Good one.
He's not. Oh, sorry.
You're angry.
He's not a Ballon d'Or
You're just
worthy
angry
player.
because of Juve.
Is Lautaro?
No.
More, I would say more than Rafinha, yeah,
Okay.
because he could
Can't
Guys,
take-
I
that's
can't
when you know
take
you
the
can't
claim
take these
seriously
guys
because he
now.
could
fucking
carry a
word.
team.
Rafinha's 40 GA.
I don't care about 40 J in a farmer's.
Is that
league.
not carrying a team? Farmers
in a
League.
farmers
Yeah.
league?
What's Serie A?
What did he? How
better,
many,
better than La Liga?
how
I
many
can tell you
goals
that.
does Rafinha have in
Did
Champions League?
they have like 12 or so
13.
goals?
He
Yeah.
tied the GA record all
Yeah.
time.
What
Yeah.
does Lautaro have?
More games.
More
Okay,
games.
he's still
Well,
Okay, so
someone
what?
did it.
Someone has to score.
Lautaro missed
More
like
games.
half
Sorry,
the
my bad that I'm fit. Like, what do you want me to do? Get injured?
No,
Uh,
there's
let me
literally
sit
more,
down
There's
because
literally
Lautaro's
more
out there.
games in this Champions
Okay,
League
but
season.
he did
And
it.
guess
Why
what?
didn't other guys do it?
Okay,
Why
but-
isn't other teams doing it?
So are you looking on paper or are you looking at the game?
Well, what affects the game a lot?
Are you looking at paper or the game? We say it all the time. Stats shouldn't be what caused the Ballon d'Or
Dude,
winner.
he scored like a bunch of winning goals this season.
But what does he do besides
What,
score?
what did we do?
Assists.
Bro, weren't we down into the first game? And what did he do? Scored when we needed him to. Weren't we tied in Inter?
Does he
and then
like?
the
Does he
second
look like
game,
a
and
Ballon
then
d'Or
he
winner though?
scored?
Like for real? Like when you watch him play, does he look
What
like
does a Ballon
winner?
d'Or winner look like?
Like a guy who could control a game. He doesn't control a game.
I think he can control a game.
I've never seen him control a game. I see him score good goals. He's a good goal scorer.
Is that not controlling a game?
No,
That's
that's
not
not controlling a game.
Like
Oh.
what do you mean
Goals
by
control
controlling a
outcome of a
game?
game.
Like what Pedri does.
That's a midfielder, like controlling the midfield of the
Yamal
game.
controls the game. All the players that he named before control a game.
Does Bastoni deserve Ballon d'Or?
You're asking stupid questions now. You know the defender's not gonna get it.
But do you think he deserves it?
No,
No.
I don't think so.
Does Donnarumma?
Yeah, potentially.
He
could.
controls the game.
But
Yeah.
he actually did against Arsenal. Yeah.
But
Okay.
based on what?
I'm gonna get the chat here. Point bet
You guys are
bro,
stupid.
pure bets bro. Sorry, saying the
Points bet,
hardest.
bro.
Pure bets bro saying the hardest game was Liverpool. Colin says, "What's
Yeah, true.
y'all opinion on Harry Kane getting his first trophy?
Emotional,
Congrats,
bro.
congrats.
About time,
Congrats
man.
to that man.
About
Gent,
time.
Gent has broken hearts over here. No, once they switched to what's it WZE for Neves, PSG
Warren
switched on.
Emery.
Oh,
Warren
true.
Emery, yeah. Yeah, remember what happened to that guy?
They have a better
Still
trio.
there, yeah.
Just the guy that does cardio, man.
He's young though. He's still young. I think he's like
Yeah.
18.
French
Yeah, sure.
Jude.
He's the only top 3 candidate left in UCL with and the treble.
I heard.
We got Dembele, Lamine, and Rafinha top 3 right now. So
Not
I'm
mad with
winning
that.
it. Bro, I feel like Alfonso's gonna come back crazy good once he's healed.
Hopefully.
Collins,
Yeah, man.
Great player.
Hopefully, bro.
PBB saying Martin's had 2 assists. Don't sleep.
Also 5 GA coming from his side of the pitch between 2 games.
But
well.
Dumfries was just cooking though. Like, you think Balde would have done better?
When else has he done this?
He would have bullied
That's
all
the
day.
question.
Denzel?
Yeah.
You keep saying this, but he does it quite often.
Yeah,
and-
Denzel's a good wing back.
Sure, but
Pure-
to put up this kind of caliber performance.
He's a big game player.
I'm not
5G is pretty great.
I'm not off. Like I agree, Dumfries would have still done his thing. But the thing is, what does Dumfries have to do now because Balde's there? He also has to start defending, so it's not gonna be the same game, bro.
100%.
Dumfries, all he had to do was attack. Martin was not attacking the single game. They got passed back every single time. If Balde's attacking, guess what? Dumfries, bro, you gotta fucking drop back too, buddy.
Well, he got
It's a
2
completely
assists,
different
no?
game, huh?
He got 2 assists.
Yeah, bro. At that point, we had to attack.
Some
So then
cheeky
you have to
comments
defend.
here. Pure Bet says he scored what would have been the game winner if Araujo wasn't useless.
Yeah.
Fact. Again, Rafinha is not a pure left winger. He's not there to hold width. That's what Balde does, and then Raf takes central spaces. He's playing
One of the
out of
center
his
forward.
natural position and has 50 plus GA.
Talk to him, bro.
Fair.
Talk to him.
That's pretty impressive.
Talk
He's
to that guy.
Playing out of his. So if he was playing in his right position, he get more or less GA.
Maybe.
Who knows, bro?
What's his
Anymore.
natural position?
Right wing.
Right wing.
No, man. His best position is clearly left
He
wing.
played right wing and he was
He's
shit.
played right wing his whole career and has
Shit.
done nothing compared to what he's had now. So I'm
Well,
thinking.
yeah, he's on a better team now with better players. He's improved as a player too.
Of course, he didn't get 50 GA at Leeds.
What did he do last
I
season?
mean, to be fair, he could have
Pretty
got
well.
50 G at Leeds in the championship.
They were in the Prem when he was there.
I think he was with him in the
I think it
championship
was 1
too.
year in the championship.
No, Rafinha
I
didn't
think
play
so, bro.
championship
might
soccer.
have played 1 year.
Pretty sure he
No.
played 1 year, no?
No, I don't believe so.
Okay.
Liga. Couldn't get 50 GA in Liga.
Hey, players peak at different times, bro.
No, I know.
He's
I
in
mean,
his
you're
prime
not
now.
wrong. But
Yeah, like,
I
no,
wouldn't.
not
I
everyone's
would.
Lamine Yamal. No
I
one's
wouldn't say.
peaking when
I
they're
wouldn't
young.
say he's playing out of his natural position though.
But like he literally is.
He didn't like it left.
He's
wing.
not.
He can
Left-
clearly.
left wing is
he
his
can.
best
He can
position.
clearly play both. Like I
Yeah,
think both are
yeah, no,
natural.
he's
Oh,
like
no.
that. But like,
Yeah.
like Ghent is not wrong. It's not his. It's literally not his
We-
natural position.
What,
That's like saying if Koundé excelled at left back, great. It's not his natural position.
I think it's
no,
different.
we were
though.
talking about it when he first started playing left wing. We're like, what is this guy doing left wing? He's not gonna be good there. It wasn't his natural position. He obviously improved, and now he knows how to play there. But it wasn't his natural position in the beginning.
Yeah.
But I'm saying like, it's still like now it seems like it's his natural position. Now he's taking advantage of it,
Mainly
and that
uses
comes
a
from
9.
also the gaffer telling him what to do. Like we're playing your left wing. This you gotta switch up your game. That's what other people do. That's what players do. That's what players like coaches do.
Pure
Scroll
bet.
up a little bit.
Pure bet says Rafinha literally scored the third goal in both legs alone. Chris Calate, bro.
Cállate, bro. Calma, bro.
Rafinha needs help to score goals, bro. He's been useless without Balde, but with him, he cooks.
Mm.
So he needs him to be good.
He
I mean,
still
a
scored.
world-class left back is definitely gonna help.
But yes,
World class.
Is he not top 5 left
how
backs
is
in the
not
world?
world class?
If you're top 3 in your position, you're not world class.
I don't know if he's top 3 in his position, man.
Top 4, top 5. You're still world class.
That's too many world class.
No.
5 out
is
of
too
the
much.
whole world is not world class.
Come on.
You're-
Five's too much.
That's including
Whoa.
me as a left back. I'm a left back. So
No, that's
the
fair.
5 best
Depends
in
on
the
who the 5
position
is.
in the whole world doesn't make you world
No,
class.
no, no.
Then what does?
But you're gonna
You
say,
can make me
let's
laugh.
say Grimaldo is a top 5. Is he a world class defender?
If
A
he's in the
world-class
top 5,
I don't
Yeah,
think that. I don't
So,
think
but,
that's how it
but
works.
he's
no,
not.
I see world class as a player who, once you enter world class, you're not coming back out of it.
What
Bal-
happens when you age?
Wait.
No. You were or are a world class player. If you're a world or was a world class player, you were in it. You can't just drop out of it. You're not in and out of world class as a player.
I think you're completely
No,
wrong.
you're in form is one thing. You have great form. You had a great season is one thing.
That's
if
not-
you're world
that's not
class,
what
it's because you were
determines world class.
consistently great throughout your season, throughout your career, or maybe you had a strong, great stint at maybe your end of your career.
So Yamal's not world class yet.
No, he's not.
That's crazy.
He's not.
That's crazy.
Tomorrow,
That's
when
crazy.
Fati has having his
Chat,
great season,
let us know what
was he
you guys
world
think about
class?
At that point, yeah.
No, you can't be world class, and he's literally invisible
Okay.
now. He's useless.
So someone
Unusable.
who's in contention for Ballon d'Or is not world class. Someone
If-
that could potentially win it's not world class.
If you win it, you're world class. Sure, I'll give it to you.
Trophies.
So you
If
need
you
to
win
win
the
a
Ballon
Ballon
d'Or,
d'Or to be
you're
world class.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
You went to play
Wow.
football and you did your job. You were once the greatest player in the
your eye
world.
test not good enough?
So I can just say someone's world class, and that's my opinion then.
Sure, but then if people agree with you,
But,
Wait,
I'm giving my opinion now too.
Is there
I'm saying.
is there a better right winger in the world than Yamal?
Right now?
Yeah.
Mohamed Salah and Dembele, clearly.
Clearly. Really?
Dembele's
Yes.
a striker.
No, he's not. He's playing
Playing
off the right
Playing
side.
striker.
oh, explain.
They
Striker.
rotate.
But he's playing striker.
You guys know how to. You guys don't see them.
You can say
guys
the
don't
same
see
about
PSG
Rafinha.
football then.
Wait. So there's only 2 better than Yamal. So he's the 3rd best in the world. That's not world class.
World class. Top
Okay,
five,
and then
top
next season,
class.
what happens if he doesn't produce the same amount of football?
I guess
don't
we'll
bring any
see.
bad juju to him.
I don't know.
No,
We can
then
only
you're not world
focus on
class.
now.
How do you know that? It's not happened yet. He's only been good.
You can't go into world class status and come back out of it.
Lamine hasn't come out of nothing.
But wait, we'll see. He's still young.
But what we're talking about right now.
he's
right
not world
now.
class.
Wow.
He's not world
That's
class.
No, but I don't agree
Give
with
him
that.
10 years.
I don't agree with that top 5 being all world class. You have to achieve that world class.
okay.
title.
Do you think Yamal's world class?
I do, but I can see what he's saying though. I don't think Balde is world class.
I think one measurement that can clearly show that you are clearly world class or in that cusp of great players is when you're not on the field, you can notice a difference.
True.
And it's night and day when he's not on.
Who Yamal? What are you
No,
talking about? right
Balde.
I mean, you guys are. When did he get injured?
About 2 weeks, 3 weeks ago.
He didn't play.
2-3 weeks ago.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's been a few weeks. Yeah.
It's been more
3 weeks, 4 weeks, maybe. Yeah. But he didn't play when we needed him in Inter.
He's been having a great season, but I don't think that you can just like throw the world class label. I don't
Okay.
think,
Is he a
I don't-
world class
I don't-
left back?
I don't think that there's a lot of world class left backs.
I think there's
Is what I'm saying.
yeah, I agree with that.
There isn't right now.
Like there's not really any world class left backs right now, if you think about it.
I would say
Hey, you're about to say DeMarco.
DeMarco's the closest one though. No, don't even.
I
say,
saw him getting cooked by.
No, he's not even fit. He just came back from injury.
He's a wing back too. He's a wing back. It's a little bit different, but
No, but you guys are.
Balde's basically a left winger.
Yeah.
he's not a world class left back. He can't defend.
Yeah, he can.
He can't
No, he's just
defend.
fast.
He can't defend.
I think he can defend.
Can Davies defend?
Yes.
He's just fast.
Oh, he actually could
I
defend.
wouldn't say he's necessarily a world class left back.
Was he
He had,
world class at a point?
he had a world class season.
Yeah.
You can have a world class season, but not be
Hey,
a world
no,
class left back.
yeah, I guess at the end of the day, that's how you view world class. I view world class as like if you're top 5 in your position, like
Go top 3 at least.
like that means you're 5 out of like million footballers in that position.
Yeah,
You're at the top of the
get it.
world.
But he's having a world class season. I don't think he's a world class player, but he's having a world class season. There's a difference between.
Because
the two.
I remember.
I agree. I can agree with that.
Yeah.
World class season.
Fair.
because
Because every
speaking,
every season is different.
Were
of
you guys
course.
saying he was a world class player in November?
No,
You
they
guys
won.
didn't
They
want him
won him out
starting.
of the club last year. They won him
In
solo.
November?
Who's we?
Yes,
Who's
yes.
they?
All you guys. You guys didn't want.
I
you,
didn't.
You
I
guys,
wanted.
said, you guys said he
Yes.
wasn't playing well.
In November?
He was getting cooked. Why is he starting? We need someone at left back.
Yes.
You're not saying that about a world class.
I wasn't saying that.
Obviously
Yeah,
now
it's
he's
all
coming
Barca.
to
Down with the
form.
shades,
What did
bro.
I-
It might have been.
Yeah.
That's why he stayed a
It
little
was
quiet.
only him,
I said-
bro.
Like,
Like, was
why?
it
I
You
said
guys
it
didn't watch
before.
Barcelona football.
You said it
No,
before.
What's
I said
that?
You don't watch football, bro.
Barcelona
You
football?
don't watch football.
No, Matthew said
How?
it before, and like realistically, a player
Barcelona
can get into
football.
his form.
Oh,
That's what
Not the same
happened.
as they do. You'll miss a couple games here and there.
Bro,
a couple.
You,
Yeah.
you watching it, bro?
No, I know. I just know.
I
You just know
I have
what?
a camera on your
Because
room.
Matt
That's on
comes,
the
Matt
webcam.
comes here with the facts, and then Jay's like, I didn't say
It's
that.
got the shades on, bro.
What
You
facts?
He said it.
What?
Balde out. You guys said it before.
That's facts.
You guys have said that before.
Balde out is a fact. What do you mean?
You guys have said that before.
Me?
Don't
I
put
think-
words in my mouth.
You have.
I think-
That's
But,
not-
but,
that's
but
not
how
my
would that mean
opinion.
they watch more Barcelona football?
Yeah.
Because
they think Balde out.
You know what? Dave maybe didn't say it because Dave's got a thing for young players. So I feel like he.
Yo.
Yo,
It's true. He
can you
does.
say
Man.
pause
He
after
does,
that,
bro, he
bro?
does.
Fix your shorts,
And
man.
up the chat's stuck. We can't see.
Yeah, it keeps getting stuck.
Other way. Oh no, there we go.
Upload.
Oh.
Still.
Oh. Baker just entered it. Who's Baker? Baker Mayfield? Nah, Baker Mayfield is not world class.
Yeah, right there. Rafinha mainly is used as a 9 and Balde is the left winger. Yeah, low key, Rafinha does kind of shifts into the middle. He literally scored the 3rd goal in both legs alone, bro. Yeah,
Yeah.
said that already. No chance Dumfries bombs up like that. Balde's there with the squad.
Potentially.
Balde changes the game, especially with his speed. Dumfries would have had to defend him.
Potentially.
He's playing left wing because we have no one else.
3 at the back. Be sick.
Yeah, low key. Balde's the top 3 left back. What are we on about? That's what I'm saying, bro. That's what I'm trying to say. Top 3 guaranteed. Balde's literally what Flick Davies was at Bayern, but better. I don't know about better yet.
Not
but
better. Davies was
Baker
unreal
just
that
entered
year.
it. I seen a post earlier that said Mbappe didn't leave for Madrid and lost at UCL. And then when he did leave for Madrid, PSG reached the final. Man, that's tough, but scoring as much as he did is insane.
Yeah.
Yeah, what does that say about Mbappe if PSG go on to win this
And
championship?
Well,
be
it's,
embarrassing.
it's funny because
Not
that's
much,
like
man. Doesn't say
Oh,
much.
yeah,
about it.
it does.
the season he
The
was.
optics are terrible for
Yeah.
him.
No, you want to World Cup?
The Okay, but
Scored
his
a hat-trick in a
PSG
final,
career.
he's fine.
Yeah, but then the year after he comes to Madrid, Madrid won the CL year before he came, and they got knocked down what quarters?
Yeah,
PSG put together a better team after he left.
altogether.
he's unlucky though. Like
They actually bought defenders who could defend. They're not playing Beraldo. You know, their back line is more solid. They actually have a proper midfield now. They didn't have João Neves last season, right? And now they have more depth up top. Last season it was just him.
Yeah, but which is fair. But football's all narrative and storyline. The optics aren't good for Mbappe.
I know
if
the
PSG
optics aren't
win.
good, but like he's done enough.
Yeah, sure. He's gonna
He's done
sleep
enough.
okay at
Yeah, he's
night,
done
but like the media's gonna take this and run with it.
The media will, but he's done enough. I feel like in his career to like kind of have a little bit of a shield. If it continues at Madrid where he's not doing anything.
I mean,
like,
he was
PSG
getting
turned to a European
blasted when
powerhouse.
PSG like were about to give him the keys to the country.
Yeah, but
So, like,
that's not his fault.
No,
it's
but
not his
but
fault.
this him leaving is his fault.
He
And
wasn't
he
gonna
wants to play
stay.
for his dream
He wants
club.
to play for his dream club.
Okay,
And
Gent said.
he also carried Monaco to a deep run too. Everyone forgets about that.
Yeah,
Dude,
but
what was he
a lot of
doing?
people forget that Falcao might have been the
was
best player that
nasty on
season.
team, too. Fabinho as
He
well.
wasn't the best.
Lamar.
Dude. Mbappe on that team.
Mbappe on that
is
team
like
was
bucket-
Yamal today.
Exactly.
No.
But no one was rating
Same thing.
it.
Not
Same
this-
thing.
not
Yes, it was.
If
I'm sure he has
anything, he
more
was a better
stats than
goal
him.
scorer.
At his age, he has more stats.
Don't be
I don't think he
biased. Don't
did.
be
At
biased.
his at his
Come on,
age,
bro.
At 17?
He was
more
on-
goals.
That
on-
run he wasn't 17.
Yes,
He was
yes, he was.
unplayable.
No, he wasn't.
He might have been.
That
18.
run, he was not 17.
He might have been 18.
I've seen so many funny tweets. Mbappe is the only person that could be born in '98, but be 17 in 2017.
He's 17 in 2017.
Yeah,
Well,
was
people
born
are
in
saying
98.
because people are comparing Mbappe 17 versus Yamal 17. That Monaco run, he wasn't 17. He was 18 going on 19.
Yeah, it's fine.
So like a lot of the jokes are like Mbappe is the only person born in
Yeah.
'98 could somehow be 17 in 2017.
Sometimes the birth certificate gets lost, you know.
But anyways, Gent says Balde is up there with the least amount dribbled past fullbacks, and also have good attacking numbers. He's complete.
Yeah,
He's super
but that's also
complete.
That's
because
'cause you guys have the ball the whole
yeah,
game.
he doesn't really get attacked.
I don't
Me
know
too
about
live.
that.
Yo, Yamal is world class.
Who
Not even
attacks
a
him in the
debate.
Liga?
You guys have the ball like 90% of the game. Obviously, he's not going to get a lot of attempts at him.
And he's up the field. He's not even defending.
Okay, Gent, see if you could send us the attempts at him.
I'm sure. I'm
be
sure.
tough
I'm
to
sure
find,
it's pretty. He's done pretty well in Champions League.
Phil
as well.
Davies is way better than Balde. He can actually defend. Yo Yamal is world class. He's not even a debate.
Facts.
Yeah,
Davies
yeah.
is much better. Ha ha ha. Davies is better than Balde. Definitely. What the hell? What the helly?
What the
So many
helly?
wingers cook Davies. Name one Gent.
Oh shit!
Ooh.
Constant coming at you, bro.
Shit.
Dembele plays false nine mostly all the time because that's what Enrique wants. Then he interchanges of the right and whoever's there. Yes, Dembele starts the season right wing, but moved into false nine. Dembele and Yamal, Lamine, just from Barcelona left mask off. Again, Balde is literally better than Davies. Balde
Cap.
is least dribbled because he holds 75%
There you go.
possession
There you
every
go.
game on average.
That's fine.
It's only Nuno and Davies. Let's be Nuno Mensch is high
Yeah,
there.
Nuno's been good.
He's good this season, but last season he wasn't.
Yeah,
Yeah.
same thing.
It
It's the
was
same thing as
ass.
Balde.
Same thing.
This is Balde's one good season. Davies been doing it. Don't ever say Balde is better than Davies. It's just not
Damn.
even true.
fact.
Again, this season he is, but overall no. Balde first season crazy. This season we won the Liga and Xavi he cooked. Did he?
Yeah, he was decent.
Did he?
No, you guys
No.
wanted him out with Xavi.
No.
The
First
second
For a Bayern
season,
fans, he won. LOL.
he was great that season.
Broski
He,
didn't
he
watch
had
the
a good
game.
season. He had a bad stint.
Let me cook
and then he
Davies in
went
the
back
UCL
up.
this season. What are you saying? Barca had a good game, but let's not get it twisted. Again, your Barca bias is ridiculous. Davies way better than Balde. Balde just plays on a team that keeps majority possession. Bro, Davies is on interview saying Dembele cooked him when Barca played Bayern.
Yeah,
So?
I remember that.
Broski
Yeah,
admitted
dude.
it himself.
Dembele's a great player.
He
He's
cooked
a
most
lot
players.
of players.
I mean,
Yeah.
Bastoni admitted it too. That means the best players ever.
Yeah,
faced.
but yeah, that's
What does that have to do with Dembele?
yeah,
What do you mean? That's just Lamine.
yeah. He said yeah, that's Lamine. But what are you talking Lamine for?
Talking about Dembele.
No, I'm just saying.
Just throwing in another
throwing in
you know,
another-
little anecdote.
I know. I saw the picture on Instagram. He's in the jersey. It's a weird flex.
Yeah, that's pretty
They
world
both-
class.
He put it on. Yeah.
And he posted a picture of it on Instagram. And he like
Crazy.
showed him out in his caption.
Yeah, he tagged him in his
Yeah.
caption.
Monster.
He tagged him
He's a
on the
monster.
photo and on the caption.
He's a monster. Player,
Oh,
anyway,
Yamal?
Hmm?
You talking about Yamal?
Cherby.
Oh, Cherby.
all three.
Who's
played
the
in
third?
position. Bastoni
Oh.
and
Yeah,
Cherby.
Bastoni was like had his arm over Yamal at the end of the
Yeah.
game. They were talking.
Oh, I thought you were talking about when he had
Who
him
got his jersey?
arm and
You
penalty.
look?
Who?
That seems like
Yamal?
a couple Inter players with a
Yamal?
Barca jersey over their back.
Bastoni got it.
Bastoni got it?
Yeah, he was
But
wearing
he
it.
put it on
wearing
and
it?
took a picture and it's on his
I
Instagram.
didn't see that.
He He legit put it on.
Nuno was injured all year last year.
Yeah, I remember getting cooked by Sancho, but
What's that guy
he
saying now
got
though?
cooked, bro. Huh?
What's Sancho saying now though?
What do you mean Conference League final? What are you talking about, bro?
Has he been?
He's in a European final.
What's he
Where's
been
Yamal,
doing?
bro?
What's he been doing though?
He's not in the European final, bro.
All right.
Come on, bro.
Alright.
20 and 20.
When was that?
That was a world class season.
It was.
Not calling
exactly.
Balde
That's an example
bad.
right there.
Not a
Yeah.
world-class
Not
player.
calling Balde bad, but he's nowhere near Davies. Nowhere.
Yeah,
They're
come
close.
on,
He's
bro.
close,
They're
but he's
shaking
not
each
better
other's
than
The,
hands.
the left back range, like they're not far off, but
They're in
then-
the same room.
to be honest, I don't even know if there's more than one world class left back.
So who's
To
the
keep it
one
a
for
stat.
you?
To be honest, this season, none.
No one.
That's crazy.
No one.
No
Like
one.
who?
I agree. I think that there's
Teo was world class a couple seasons ago. Everyone was saying
Robertson was world class a couple seasons ago, but this season
Robertson
I think
was like 6 years ago. What are you talking about Robertson, bro?
this
but
season.
This season, like they've all been like
No,
good, but no one's
No.
been world class and better than the rest.
the one defender I can definitely say Nuno Mensch because they took out a strong Liverpool side and him alone quieting Salah in their derby together, their matchup. He quieted Salah.
But Salah doesn't perform in big games. So.
I don't care. Don't say that. I don't
Big
care.
game, big
He
game,
literally
big
shut.
game.
He shut him down.
Yeah, he did.
He shut him down.
He did. But
And Saka, whoever else was there on that side. Not Saka. Who did they face?
yeah,
After
Saka.
Liverpool.
Saka, whoever played right wing for
Saka.
City.
Sorry, yeah.
there you go, man. There you go. Not calling Balde bad, but he's nowhere near Davies. Dembele's been fit this season, which surprised me. Yeah, it's great to see.
bro. Man leads Barca, and then all of a sudden, fully fit.
It's crazy. His
At
first fully
PSG,
fit
man.
season, he's gonna win the Ballon d'Or.
That's mad, bro.
Eh? What does that have to say?
Great player,
Whatever.
man.
Dembele over Mbappe.
Low key, Davies also shut down Messi. Get your goal. Damn. Davies scored twice in UCL clutch goals and last season against Madrid. Clutch player for sure, and he's Canadian, so I think he has a little bit of our hearts.
Shout out Fonzie.
Great player.
Do you think they give Dembele the keys to the country if he wins the Ballon d'Or?
If he wins Champions League and Ballon d'Or,
Well, the energy in Paris is gonna be different.
Yeah.
First Champions League.
That's just gonna get burnt down, man.
if they win it,
Yeah, no, of
gonna
course,
be a
of
riot
course,
nonetheless,
bro.
Of
It's
course,
Give me
if
a
they
riot
win.
nonetheless.
Yeah.
What's the stat with every finals in Berlin?
it's always a new winner.
It's always a new winner. So
In Munich.
Buddy.
in Munich, yeah.
Yeah. But Matt's probably got some type of Pope stat to favor Inter. Anytime there's a new Pope,
There is, but
anytime there's a new Pope, isn't there something like that? I saw it. Anytime there's been a new Pope
No,
elected,
that's for Italy. Every time there's a World Cup in the Pope's country,
Italy wins.
Italy wins.
So he's American.
He's American,
so Italy will win the next World Cup. Huh?
apparently.
Are they even making it?
Yeah, they'll be there.
You gotta make it first.
There's like 100 teams in it. They'll be there.
That'll be decent. E2 Live says it's clear Nuno Mendes is world class. It's not even a debate. He scores and
Yeah.
locks up right wingers.
Definitely been world class this season, right?
He's one left back that could do both. He could defend and attack.
Yeah.
Like
Only one left back can do that.
one. Name another.
when we were talking about
Balde
few,
can't.
few
Better I
comments
keep my
up, bro.
mouth shut.
Balde he's quick. That's
What
what
about
he is.
Davies?
He's good. He's just quick too, though. He's better than Balde
So-
defending.
I'm glad.
What world class or what good fullback is not quick?
Yes, but I'm saying I'm good at defending. You could be quick and be all right defending. Nuno is actually good at defending.
What about Joshko?
No comment. Okay.
Comment.
Moving on. All
What
right.
do you mean? Is he world class?
I don't know.
Damn.
By that logic, he is. I would say maybe
Sure.
not having a world class season, but I think he's definitely one of the top 3 left backs in football. Like if you're starting a team,
If you could do
fantasy
both.
draft style,
Would you say he's playing out of position?
he is,
Yeah.
but you can still play him there. You know, but if you're drafting a team, let's say left back, I don't know if Balde is getting like the top 5 left backs being taken.
That's crazy.
I don't think he is. Like,
I would take
let's
Balde
say,
over
imagine you're doing like, let's say your fantasy draft. Each
Okay,
of
so
us are
give me
drafting a
4
team.
right now. 4.
Vardiol's getting drafted ahead of him.
Okay. Sure.
Davies is getting drafted ahead of him. Nunes is getting drafted ahead of him.
This is based just like off like ability, right? Because
Ability,
Davies is injured.
potential. Like, no, this is like a fantasy draft world. Like, imagine, let's say it's like a fantasy draft.
Uh huh.
You're starting a team and you're choosing a left back.
Mm-hmm.
DeMarco is probably going ahead of him. To be honest, Theo Hernandez is probably going ahead of him because all of
Yeah,
these players have had more
You're talking
than
about someone who
one.
doesn't defend. You're saying Teo Hernandez.
I am saying Theo Hernandez
That's crazy.
because realistically
That guy
speaking,
doesn't know
all
what
of these
defending
all of
is.
these players have had more than just a small sample size of playing at the top level.
Nuno?
Yeah, more than Balde.
How so?
longer period of time he's been at the
And
top.
he played internationally.
Not much you can do about your age though.
What do you mean?
Did Balde start for Spain when they won the?
I know there's not what you can do
Euro?
about your age,
Whatever.
but the thing I'm saying,
He was injured.
the age isn't a big factor in like who's a world class player versus who's not. Maybe he's the best under 21 left back. I can give him that. But like when you're going up against players who have been at the top of that position for years, you can't really take age into consideration.
Sure you can.
I don't think you can. Like
How?
that doesn't make you a better player because you're younger.
But you could only perform at the top for so long, depending on your age.
Yeah, but that also comes into account. Like when you're choosing who's a world class player, you're choosing players who have been around the block and done that because they're more than likely to keep doing it.
So you wouldn't pick Yamal, theoretically, for picking right wingers.
I'm not saying that. Yamal, I think you can't say Yamal and Balde are the same.
Why not? They're both young.
Come on.
They're both starting
Come on,
their
come on,
careers.
come on, come on, come on.
Brother, Balde's there because you guys don't have another left back.
He's there because he's what? Not a good left back?
You guys don't have another left back.
Martin.
He's not good.
He's not good. Martin's not good. You guys were just complaining about him.
You're acting
I
like
didn't say
you're
he's
acting
good.
like
But if you guys had a proper left back
Like
in
who?
this side,
Who's better than him that Barca
you
can
guys
get?
are crazy.
Dude, I'm just saying, if you guys had like a proper left back in the team who was like maybe a little bit more experienced, I don't know.
But I think he is a proper left
Yeah, I don't know. I don't understand what that.
But
where that
he's
comes
in the
from.
starting 11 because of
because he's good.
but because you guys had no one else.
You could, but you
That's
could
why
say,
he's
but you
there.
could
What?
say that about a lot of the 11. Like
Who?
Lamin's in there because we've been broke, so
Yeah.
he got his debut
And
and
he
he was
performed well.
incredible.
Yeah, yeah,
You
he-
say about
and-
the whole 11 almost.
Not the whole 11.
A good half.
But a left back is a position that, realistically speaking, if you have a player who steps in, you're not going to go look to immediately replace him if he's doing a serviceable job. And I think that's what
But he's-
Balde does.
he's doing a great job.
He's doing a serviceable job.
No, serviceable is downplaying.
He's doing
it.
a serviceable job. He's a serviceable left back.
That's what
He's
Martin's doing. He's
serviceable.
doing. He's servicing.
No, you guys were saying Martin was shit, is what you guys were
Yeah,
saying.
but
you guys were
he's
cursing
doing
him
his
every
position.
every time you guys saw him in the lineup.
Serviceable is saying average
Yeah,
in my
That's
eyes.
Balde.
I don't think he's average.
that's crazy.
He's maybe a little above average. He's quick.
That's crazy.
He's quick. What happens when he loses his pace?
You
Yeah,
can
about
say
a lot of players.
how about Davies? You can say that about Nuno Mendes.
Yeah.
Nuno Mendes, I don't think only relies on his pace.
Maybe that's just something to say about the way Flick is as a manager and how he can use his left backs.
Yeah.
If Davies was able to cook under Flick, maybe he does a good job with his fullbacks.
If they're quick,
how,
they're
on
good.
how they play, and if
Yeah.
they're quick,
Yeah.
and not necessarily to be the best defenders, best passers, but if they're
Yeah.
quick, they do a good job at it.
Yeah.
And Davies was world class at one point because of what Flick was having him do under his reign.
Yeah.
But that's the same with
And-
Balde.
and
If
with-
you have the speed,
yeah.
that's all I need you for. Gerrard doesn't have the speed.
In Flick's system, you don't necessarily need the left back never defends.
Also, the left back isn't also creating much like a lot of other fullbacks are. He's not doing the same as DeMarco is. Ask Balde to go do what DeMarco's doing, attacking wise.
What does he do attacking wise that Bali doesn't?
Really?
No,
His
tell me.
his
No,
delivery
no,
is.
I want
insane.
Daniel to answer.
More attacking going forward, assists, goals, free kicks, corners, everything.
So what's the difference between the two then? in
more
that
output
regards?
going forward than defensively?
No, goals and assists.
I'm gonna check. I can check.
Even for
Marco's also
Portugal,
been
Nuno
injured.
has
Marco's also
multiple
left mid.
assists for
Yes,
Cristiano in the Nations League, feeding
Yeah, he's further
CR7.
back than Balde.
Yeah, for sure. Every
DeMarco?
time Chiel's in Munich, new winner is born.
Left
There we
wing.
go, PSG. Now I wish
see.
we had Balde available versus Inter even more. That brother has 1G, 1A versus Madrid. If we talk about clutch games, also 11 GA, same as Mendes this season.
There you go.
This is just
y'all
there you
talk too much.
we
though.
keep
Y'all
bringing
talk
up
too
we
much.
keep bringing up these
we're bringing up GA for a left back.
we keep bringing up GA of stats against the worst Real Madrid team probably I've seen.
Stats.
Well,
in a
wait.
long
I'm
time.
so happy you said that. I'm
Okay,
so
good.
happy
He
you
just
said
caught
that.
you. Fell in the
DeMarco has
trap.
4 goals. Balde has 0. DeMarco
In
has
what, the
7
Champions League?
assists. No, this is league.
Well, that can't be accurate.
Then
'cause
what's
maybe
Gen
maybe
saying?
No, that's all
maybe it
league.
was
This is league.
maybe that was like a cup, super cup. No,
He
What,
says
11
this season.
GA in just a cup?
Ken says this
competition?
season.
No, that's all
He said
comps.
1 goal, 1 assist versus
Yeah, it's
Madrid.
probably all comps.
No, my
Oh.
God, 11.
No, that's in the
Assists,
cup.
I guess. Right?
Hey, Stu, that's in the cup.
What? That's what I told him. That's what I'm telling
Yeah,
him. They call me a stooge.
I'm so glad you said that because you flashed back to the beginning of the season. This Madrid side is being hailed
Yeah, I
as
agree.
the best team ever.
I agree, but
Like
now
the
we're at
Mount
end of-
Rushmore of Bellingham, Mbappe, Vinny, Rodrigo. Watch out, world football. Madrid's gonna win 10 leagues in a row.
Yeah, no, on paper, I'm
So
agreeing.
you saying that it's the worst Madrid side? That's
They
ridiculous.
still could. They
It's
still,
not.
they still could win the league.
On paper, it's a great team, but you gotta realize how many injuries they've had this year, and
Barca lost to Inter because of injuries.
Oh, 3 actually.
who was the third?
Their striker that has 40 goals.
He played.
Wait, he got here.
Played
He
in
got here
extra
down
time.
minutes.
Bro, you guys even want to start because you said Ferran Torres is so good.
He was unfit.
Who said that? Again, bro. Pull it back up. Pull it up. I said Lewandowski should start.
I think it might have been you, brother.
I said Lewandowski should
It might have
start.
been you.
If he would have started, it wouldn't have made a difference.
should've
Man.
let
He
him
did nothing
start.
when he got to the pitch.
He played extra
Lewandowski
time.
did nothing when he was on
He was
the pitch.
on. He
He's
came
not
on an
fit
extra
either.
He
time.
did nothing. So why would you? Okay, so his excuse is that he's not fit, and then your excuse is that he wasn't starting.
Oh my god, that's
Okay,
fine.
If he was playing, would you guys have won the game? No.
Maybe.
A fit Lewandowski?
Maybe.
No, that game. If he was
That's
playing
my
that
opinion.
game,
No.
These guys change their choices
When did I
every
say
week.
Ferran should start?
Like what? Who?
Oh my god.
Who?
Oh, I don't even know anymore. It's just
So
one
what are you
of you.
saying?
It's one of you.
Name
Go
and
look,
shame.
go look on our Instagram.
Just go look.
Go look. Pull it up.
What does the Instagram say?
You owe me $5.
What's the Instagram say?
I said, what should the starting lineup be? Combined starting lineup. Who
Yeah,
was my front
after the
three?
fact, after the live, we pull up the live, last week's live.
I was talking about last week's live,
I said Lewandowski.
or it might have been. It might no.
I legit
no,
said
it was Monday- It was
Lewandowski.
Monday's episode.
Oh, Monday's episode then.
We were talking.
I
about
said
it.
Lewandowski should start and almost should be behind him. That's what I said.
That doesn't
That's
sound.
exactly
That doesn't sound
not
like
almost.
you.
Sorry, not
that
almost.
doesn't sound like
Fermin.
you. Okay.
I said Lewandowski started, Fermin should be
That
behind
sounds
him.
like it could be believable.
It's 100%
But
what I
someone
said.
did say Ferran should start because he's more fit.
It was probably Matt. The guy's shady as fuck.
He is
bro.
so shady.
I'm not shady.
He's not. No,
What's that to do with being
You
shady?
think
look
I'm
a
not
little
gonna say
shadier.
Lewandowski?
You
That's
look
right.
shadier.
It was someone,
You were.
and you know it was someone because
You
you
were
definitely
right.
heard
Yeah,
it.
it was him. It
Okay,
wasn't
so
me.
even the Barca
Don't
fan,
come to me.
even the Barca, one of the Barca fans are saying that it was one of you guys that said it. So
But
someone said
realistically,
it.
I think not starting him was the right call.
Yeah, I agree
Yeah,
with that.
he's not fit.
Yeah,
no, like
I'm surprised
Yeah.
he played.
he
I
came
wanted
on
him to
only
start,
because
but
they
it-
needed him,
yeah.
or else he wouldn't have played. I think I saw Koundé said something like, "I can't like what's he?"
Nah,
even
that
doing
got
out there?"
denied. That got denied.
Oh, it wasn't actually
didn't
true.
say it.
Oh, okay.
Wow.
So maybe he should have started then. But I don't know. I don't think he was fit enough to start.
No.
Even if he did start, I think he would have been yanked after 60. And imagine you start him, you're down 2, then you got to yank off
Why,
Lewandowski.
why can't you get yanked off after 60? Lautaro did it.
No. See,
Lautaro's not playing fully fit.
but I think Lautaro's a lot more fit than Lewandowski was. Lewandowski's probably like
No
40%.
way. No
Bro,
way.
Lautaro was
he
60.
just got injured more recent.
The guy was making runs. There's some
Okay,
PBDs,
Lewandowski
bro.
came on
There's some
and-
injections
Lewandowski
going
came
on.
He's
on-
also like 36, 37. How old
Okay,
is Lautaro?
he's peak form still. He has 40 GA.
Talking about 20-year-old versus a damn near 40-year-old.
Yeah, but they're not playing the same style of football. Lewandowski carries the ball from the midfield.
Sometimes, yeah,
Okay.
he does.
He does.
If you
drop
watch
down.
Barca games, yeah,
No, he doesn't carry it up.
He drops though.
unfortunately,
He drops.
sometimes.
Carrying and dropping is different.
He does both sometimes.
He has to run.
Bro, he's not
moving. He's not
going
standing
through 2
still.
or 3 defenders and then passing a ball.
He wasn't standing
Carrying doesn't mean
still.
dribbling past defenders. Just means advancing the play with the ball.
Yeah, 2-3 steps is not advancing the play.
I'm saying it's 2 or 3 steps.
It is. But I'm talking about Lautaro. He brings it from
Hey,
the
watch more
midfield
Barca.
and he'll dribble it up all the way to
They play different
the
football.
18-yard box.
Okay.
It's different.
No, I'm not saying Lautaro doesn't run. Yeah, of course he runs. But like,
Yeah, like your ball
different.
day thing's fine. Like I could accept that as your opinion, but you saying this is one of the worst Madrid sides is crazy. Like changing
No,
like
you
narrative.
didn't listen to what I said,
No,
though.
because you said all the injuries at the penultimate moment of the season. Barca had crucial injuries.
No, I didn't say. I said on paper, yeah, they had a lot of injuries, and the way they played. I didn't finish what I said. The way they played this year was just not good. Like they were not a good team this year.
Okay, that's maybe due to like coaching, like ego setup, but
Yeah.
going into the season, this is the best side in history.
Not in history.
That's the narrative. You can find some old tweets from like ESPN, fans in general, Bleacher Report. Like people were ready for this Madrid side to take over.
I was ready, bro.
And again, they could still win the league, of
They
course.
won the
but-
league and UCL last season, and they added in one of the best strikers in the world.
No, they
So
lost
there's-
a lot.
So
though.
there's no conversations being had about, oh, we had the best team last year. We can do even better this year.
They lost a lot though.
Matt, you think going
We
into
said
the
it.
season that Barca was gonna win all these trophies and go to
not
the
at all, bro.
semifinals?
He still doesn't think it.
I thought we were going to trophyless.
Still thinks they're gonna
Madrid team was
trophy this,
looking
even though
way
they
too
won
scary.
already.
That was the narrative. Yeah, they were supposed to
That
go
was the narrative,
trophy.
100%.
That's what was happening at the beginning of the
Because we
season,
won
bro.
2 trophies.
For real, bro.
Glasses, bro.
This guy still thinks they're trophyless.
That was the narrative.
Yeah.
Did you guys read up to here?
I'll go
Keep
down,
going down. FYI, PSG defeated 1, 2, 3 of the Prem and bonus Villa.
Yeah.
Yeah, they had a great run, man.
Bonus.
He missed an open header.
Yeah, that was unfortunate.
Yeah, it was tough. Again, at Costin, watch more games, fam. LMAO. You asked for names, I gave him Broski and Denal. Nice, bro. You know the names of strikers. Costin, chill. Gets my boy. Guys, friendly chat, please.
No
please.
friendly fire. That's good.
Matt is the most pessimistic fan in the world. He's an anti-fan.
Or the most
No.
realistic. non-biased.
I don't know, man. I think he might be an
Realist.
anti-fan.
Nah.
The fit you got on today too is kind of anti-fanny, bro.
Wow.
That he took the blue
The
pill.
glasses, bro.
What do you mean, bro? It's to hide the tears.
Yeah. Fair.
Facts.
I guess we could zero in on the Barca Inter game then.
Oh, I thought we already did.
Yeah.
But like properly zero
Yeah,
in on
let's
it.
properly do it.
Dave, I want to hear your thoughts because you were watching live with us, and then you had to.
Then you
leave.
disappeared.
You had to leave at the 90th.
I had to
That's
get my
right
I had to
over
get my
Wait,
girls.
was he not here for the Acerbi goal?
No.
Oh, I wish he was.
So-
He was.
Oh, he was.
No, sorry, I wasn't. No, extra time was I left right
You
after.
left at the 90th,
Oh.
right?
right after 90-minute
Yeah.
whistle. I left.
So how are you keeping up?
Bro,
Were you like listening,
Nah,
like
nah.
while in the chair? I'm like,
Were you
what's going on?
I was just praying and I put my phone aside and I'm like, just whatever happens, happens. Then.
You woke up to a crazy chat. It's
Woke up
always
to
the
my-
worst.
No, my watch is going. Bzzz.
Mm,
That's the worst
My phone
because you
went
know
bzzz.
something happened.
Yeah,
You
I knew
just don't
something
know if it's
happened.
bad or
I
good.
knew like people were scoring.
yeah.
Oh my god, I don't know.
You don't know who.
Not your team.
Yeah.
So overall thoughts.
What can we do, man?
Who's to blame? Who's out? Who's in?
Our defenders, obviously, Araujo is the biggest snake. Not snake. bro.
Biggest
He's
snake.
The biggest.
Oh, wow.
Spit it out.
What's the word? What's the word?
Bozo.
No,
Bozo?
No, not bozo.
It wasn't really Bozo. He just.
But why did he
he's
come
just-
on?
He's just not very good.
Inigo?
Fatigue.
Fatigue.
And
Our
Inigo,
Garcia
they're
was
saying
kinda
he's
limping
on
too, I
load
believe.
management. They're trying to manage his minutes to
Really?
have him fit for
Yeah.
Sunday.
36-year-old that Cherby could do it. 120 plus.
Hey, I mean, like I was saying, those Inter players, compound
Nah,
V,
nah.
bro.
So
Compound views.
Those
his excuse
midfielders
for
all
Barca-
bald or
Barca
balding.
players not doing good because they're old, and then for
Yeah.
Inter it's
That's
because they're
not my
juicing.
excuse. No.
Bro,
Costa.
coming from the
You
guy
mentioned-
who has Hansi Flick as a coach and he's like known for juicing players.
Him or Bayern Munich?
Him.
Take care, Costin.
They're
Thanks for
not
pulling
juicing
up.
anymore.
Ciao.
I don't know about that.
Thanks,
Ciao,
Costin.
bro.
They're still
Later,
decent.
broski.
Those
I
guys are
want to talk
serious.
about Inigo really quick, actually, before we
Should have got a red card.
Should have got a red card. What's he doing spitting at a Cherby?
Okay.
Spat at him?
Yeah.
Spat at him.
That's
Yeah.
why Cherby got pissed
No red
after
card.
that goal. I think it was a second goal.
It was before he got taken off, so it was pretty early on in the game.
Yeah.
the
Should
hell
have been sent
happened
off. But also a lot of discrepancies with the referee as well. Shimon Marciniak calling the end, I think it was the 90, right before they played a through ball, I think to might have been Barella making the run forward.
That's towards Inter.
Yeah.
Okay.
okay.
That's what he.
Yeah, but again, I would. A lot of people are saying, "Oh, he didn't make a good referee, and they should replay this game because the ref played."
They're never going to replay the game.
No, because they had a bad call against.
no reason to replay it.
Who,
Barca.
said, who
They were-
said replay the game?
A lot of people are saying replay the game.
That's
This
impossible.
referee was so biased.
There are a lot of iffy calls. Those two
For both sides.
For both sides. Those two for Inter. The one that you guys mentioned, the one I just said as well too. Yamal being taken down by Bastoni in the box, being held by the jersey after he headed it, taking it down with his feet. Got pulled back by the jersey, pulled down, no foul. Another instance where Acerbi sliding, arm up like that, ball hits it, nothing. And the most obvious one,
That's never given.
where Yamal's running into the box, and he gets clipped first on contact, stays on his feet, and then the box gets clipped again. And Marciniak goes like this, after hearing in his ear, going like that, saying it was close, free kick, not a penalty. But we saw during the penalty, he went to go check the VAR screen. How come he didn't check the VAR screen for this?
Because they told him.
So why should he listen? He's the main ref.
Because they told him. They
They
checked.
told him, yeah, it was off by inches. Let me do my due diligence as a referee in a major game, and let me check the screen just to make sure. Nope. Why not?
We would have called the same thing, though.
So 3 guys in the
No.
VAR room
It was a penalty.
are
That's a
unanimous.
penalty.
How was it a penalty if it was outside the box?
Literally outside the box.
Contact was made inside the box too.
But
Yeah.
the first contact was
It,
outside.
it goes off the
They go
first
off the first
contact, doesn't go
contact.
second.
No, it's not,
do you
bro.
want me to
It's-
do you want to bet? I'll read you the rules right now.
Yeah, go read it.
What are first? And let's give an example. But let's also give an example. We all know what happened to Enrique.
Champions
He
League
was
rules. though.
holding him.
In football,
in.
if a foul starts outside the penalty area but continues into it, the referee must judge where the actual foul occurred.
Okay.
The key point is whether the foul continued into the box, example, a pulling or holding offense that starts outside
No, he said
and
continue.
persists into the penalty area,
Mhm.
or the foul concluded outside,
Mhm.
example, a trip or tackle that occurred entirely outside the box.
Mhm.
If the foul continues into the penalty area, it is considered a penalty.
Mhm.
If the foul happens entirely outside the box, it's a direct free kick from where the foul occurred.
Mhm.
Because the foul occurred inside the box,
No, it didn't.
No,
it should
did
be a
No, it
pen.
didn't.
Yes,
No,
it
it did
did. He
not.
got clipped again.
But it happened before.
He blew the whistle for the first foul, for the first tackle.
No,
He
Yeah.
said continuous. What was the continuation from the
He
he
first?
didn't. He didn't
to
blow the
second?
whistle right as he got clipped.
No,
He
he
saw
didn't.
the first foul.
No, he didn't. He didn't call it right then.
He called the first whistle.
No, he didn't, bro. He called it when he fell.
Yeah.
How is he gonna call the how is he gonna whistle when he gets
but
contact?
understand that there's continuation too, right? So if Mkhitaryan hits him, but Yamal still decides to stay on his feet and
Because
continue
he's
and
trying
go
to
with the ball
continue
and
the play,
score.
and then Mkhitaryan's like, oh, you know what? He's not falling down. Let me get him again.
He was going down already, so he's obviously gonna blow the whistle after he falls. He's not gonna blow the whistle as he's running up still. Because what happens if he's into goal and he blows the whistle and then everyone's
Pure
like,
bets. Dan
oh.
just hates
But because
Barca.
the rule says if the foul continues into the box,
It did
it's a
not
penalty.
continue,
No,
it did
didn't say-
continue.
It said that, but you didn't read the other part that it said.
He read everything.
The tackle
Yeah,
didn't,
but he
the
didn't
tackle
listen to
didn't
himself.
continue into the
Yes,
box.
it did.
though.
He got fouled twice. Once outside
It was
outside
two
the box, he got
fouls.
fouled again.
No,
inside the
but
box.
you
Two
walked
separate
through the
tackles.
first
Super
foul.
tackles.
It's-
Well,
so
so
then-
It's the first
Exactly.
foul. Like,
Yeah,
So
so,
when-
when,
so
so
when-
technically the first one advantage because he stayed up,
Exactly.
and then the second
No.
one into
See,
the
look,
box.
That's
I just
exactly
said-
what
I just
Endrick
said-
did.
I said he played advantage, didn't have advantage, so it goes back to that one.
No,
Yes,
the
yes.
foul inside the box.
Yes.
you guys see all the time when refs
man.
blow whistles on one foul and then the second foul is committed. He's like, no, it's always going to be the first one. The ball always has to go
It's
back.
always the first one.
Always has to
Yes.
go back.
What do you mean?
Well,
No?
So what happens? What happens if I'm holding this guy and he's not falling down,
Okay, you're giving
and then
a
I
different
realize he's in the
scenario.
box?
This
You're
is
giving a different
different. This is
scenario.
How? That's
This is
exactly
two
what's
fouls.
happening.
This is
Holding-
two
the
fouls.
holding is
Look,
different
this
because
is
you
holding.
keep holding
That's,
on to
if
it.
that's going into the box, that's a foul.
Okay, is it? Why is it different if I'm holding it, doing it with my hands or my legs?
Because you're talking
You're
about one
supposed to-
foul.
how do you
it's
hold
the exact
someone
same
with your
thing.
You can't hold him with your legs.
But it's the same thing. It's a foul is a foul. If I'm fouling by trying to trip him and he doesn't fall,
Even the rules.
or if I'm fouling him by trying to hold him and he doesn't fall,
You guys are
it's
just
the same thing.
Take some time and reread the rules.
you guys are like looking for like sticks right now.
if you're
Like,
holding,
I'm not looking for
if you're
sticks.
holding someone and you're holding them into the box, it's one continuous foul.
yes.
But if you tackle someone, the first foul happens outside the box. Let's say the second leg gets him inside the box, then you go back to the first foul.
It's
The
two
initial,
fouls though.
but you go back to the initial foul.
I don't know.
That's the rule. It says it's what
He
it says.
just read it.
What he
He
read.
literally just
But
read
based
it.
off of that, it should be a pen.
No, based off of
Yes.
that, it should not be a pen.
Yes.
You literally you read it, but you took out the part that you read, and you read the second half, and then you took that part. And you're like, yeah, this is all that matters.
Look, it's outside the box. There's two fouls. The initial one is outside, no pen.
Yes, thank you, E2 Live.
So how come famous
Oh god.
ex-referee
Oh yeah, I saw that.
Mateo Lahoz, known Madrid fan, admitted that
You
the
guys
ref
watched that?
should have went to
I did.
VAR and that it should have been a penalty.
He's
So a
lost too.
Barca hater saying that it should have been a penalty.
He's lost
Former
too.
referee. He's lost, but we are.
You'd
not.
rather see
lost.
the Spanish
He knows
team
more
win.
than you.
The guy that's reading the rules to you is not lost.
He's got the rules, man.
It's 4 against 1.
Gent
Who's
says
the ex ref?
The four, the 3 VAR room, the
Technically,
1 head
Matt.
ref against 1 ref.
So you don't think the guys in the bar room can conspire?
Conspire.
Yes.
Have things not ever gone wrong before?
The head bar official also last time Barca played Inter,
Oh god.
there was an instance where Fati and someone else went up, and it looked like it
was
hit
Dumfries.
Fati
It was
in the
last time
hand.
Dumfries and
Dumfries and Fati.
Dumfries
It looked like it
Inter,
hit
last
Fati in the
Champions
hand. It didn't, yet they called it.
and we knew that was a penalty
Buddy.
too. You remember?
Same
You
bar
remember
ref.
that one?
Bro, you guys are talking about this. Inigo should have a red card.
I'm not saying
we
he
never
shouldn't.
said he
But you
wasn't.
guys are getting someone like
No, I'm saying the referee was.
that's
was
no, he
poor
wasn't
all
wrong
around.
there.
Yes, he was.
Okay,
No, he
let-
wasn't.
The referee was poor
Let's
all
read a
around.
couple more
He was.
comments.
Also, someone said pure bets. The time when Cherby literally pushed Pedri 3 times. Pedri got up, pushed him. Got up again, pushed him.
Okay, that's
Referee
all.
looked back, looked at his linesman, and just continued.
That's nothing.
Yeah,
that
that's
was
nothing.
nothing.
The guy was like diving for everything,
Bro,
man.
that was nothing.
Really,
Now you're choosing
Really?
everything.
Pedri was
man.
diving for everything.
really.
That you're picking for every little thing now. Like that's not a pen. I could agree
I
with
didn't say that's a pen. I'm saying
or
that
what,
should
a
be a
foul?
foul. If you're getting up
That
and
was-
someone pushes
was that
you,
in the
you get up
box?
again, you get pushed. That's not a foul?
how about
box?
how about Pedri instigating? Do you see Pedri's instigations
Instigating
twice?
Wait. I know the clip you're talking about. He was looking at Fermin Lopez, who are behind the Inter players that you can't
there's
see in that
twice.
clip.
There's twice.
No,
though.
I saw that. I know what you're talking about.
there's twice.
He wasn't
Which one?
instigating.
Which one?
Oh, are you talking about when he's on the ground?
Yeah, see that one, and there's another one.
Yeah, the other one, he was looking at Fermin
Yeah,
Lopez.
Show me the clip,
You can't see Fermin Lopez in that clip. That's why you thought he's looking at the Inter players. He's not.
bro. He
Guy
literally.
falls for everything.
Achebe literally got pissed off at him.
The one where Pedri's going like this?
I can't remember what he was doing, but
He's,
Achebe.
he's doing that to Fermin Lopez because he's getting the ball.
celebrating.
no,
He was celebrating. That's when
bro.
Rafinha scored.
Achebe got. Why would Achebe get mad at him?
Or was just a cherry mad because we scored?
Achebe got mad at him. There was no goal in there.
I swear that's when Rafinha scored.
No.
Firmino was getting the ball
Well, okay. Pure
from the
Bet
net.
Pure Bet says Martinez Lautaro was also already falling and leaning into Kubarsi. Even Wenger and former refs disagreed with both calls. What do you guys think about that
No,
call?
okay, that's 100%. He went through the player
No,
to get the ball.
I think that's a penalty. That was smart play from Martinez. He knew that Kubarsi was gonna go into him, so he put his leg in there first just to get a foul. He was trying to get fouled, and it's a penalty.
Yeah.
I
agree with that.
I also agree that the Cherry was pushing Pedri. Pedri was looking to fall, but I do still agree that the Cherry handball was a penalty as well.
I don't remember that one, so I can't say anything on that.
That was a complete handball.
I respect what Wenger and them have to say, but I think that should have been a pen, and it was a pen.
Yeah, that was a pen. I thought it was clean. Like if there was no VAR, that was like that was clean. It looked clean if it was no VAR.
Yeah, it's fair. I'm with you guys. I do think also, that Cherby handball should have been called.
That
It
was
wasn't?
blatant, bro. His arm was like this.
It
Yeah,
wasn't. Not a lot of people are talking about that one, but
He was. People are saying that that was his natural position. This arm should be natural. This is the arm that's
Where did it
putting
hit
his
on his
body
arm,
on.
though?
Like right
His
here.
arm was up like this. It hit like right here.
No, it did not.
Where did it hit?
You guys
Here,
just
right
point-
here.
You guys
This
just
is a
pointed to
picture.
different
Here, right
places.
here.
No, it did not.
Show me the picture because you must have the best angle possible.
It's a pretty good angle.
That's where is that?
That's his bicep.
Where is that? Is that his
His
shoulder?
bicep.
This guy's
That's his
saying,
shirt.
bro,
That's
you
his
need
shirt.
glasses,
Shirt counts.
bro.
No, no,
You need
realistically-
glasses,
Shirt
bro.
counts.
Matt, give him your glasses. bro.
Realistically, we need
That's
an angle from the
crazy.
other side, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not the
Yo,
best
no,
angle.
100% we
But
need an angle
still,
from the
that's
side.
not a handball to you guys?
But there was
From,
No.
from here it's 50-50. No,
It's
from
not a
here it's
handball?
50-50. No,
Is that not touching his arm?
it's 50-50.
bro, that's
you
his
know,
bicep.
I got
No,
it.
you
Bro,
know
what
that's
is
50
wrong with you
No,
guys?
that's 50-50 from here. But I want to
Where's
see
his
another angle.
bicep? Where should his bicep be?
That looks like it's right here, like in the middle.
Where should his bicep be?
It looks like it's in the middle.
No, it's
50-50.
clearly his
The ball is
bicep.
touching an area you can't score with.
We need a better
It's a
angle.
handball.
We need a better
Huh?
angle.
Touching
You
it.
can't score with your arm, right?
We need a
That-
better
that-
angle.
touching his arm, no?
It looks like it hit like here. Like
that's
middle
that's
of
his arm.
No,
You're,
it's not.
You're trying everything, bro.
It looks like no. I
This guy
said
went from here. Yo, no, let's look from here.
no. I said
No, I hit him here.
Nah, hit his foot, bro.
no. I said if I get a different angle, I'll say it. Yeah.
Nah, bro, that's a.
Get him
Anyways,
in the
And
VAR.
they didn't even check it. First of all, there was no check whatsoever for that.
Well, there definitely was a check.
There wasn't.
What do you mean? They always check everything.
The VAR.
check everything.
Oh, I always check
VAR
everything, by the way.
This guy just said they didn't check everything.
Yeah. Yeah, sounds good, lads. Yeah. Inches, you said? Okay, yeah, I'll take your word for it.
Bro, what do you think they're doing in the VAR the whole time? They check
I'll show
everything.
you
They double
why it's
check
not a penalty
everything.
right here.
Nah, bro, that's a penalty.
This is not a penalty. Look at this video.
That's a
That's
crazy.
a crazy angle.
I don't care. Every angle
Oh
counts.
my gosh.
And I can't even slow it down for you, but look.
10x vision.
The ball hits off a Cherby's leg first. A Cherby's leg
That
first,
hits
right?
off things
No.
leg.
Hits off a Cherby's leg first.
Get in the VAR room right now.
A Cherby's leg first off
Find a
of
better
off
view,
of
find a
that
better
player's
view.
leg and then hits his arm.
Okay.
Look, that's not a penalty.
Okay, so it hit off a Cherby's leg, then it hit off.
the player's leg and
And
then
then it
hits
was
his arm.
going on
No,
target.
No.
It was going
that
on
doesn't
target.
count. That doesn't count.
Was it
Still.
going on target?
It's deflection.
What?
Yeah,
It's a
that's-
deflection. It's
that is
not.
a rule.
It hit
It
off
came
a
up-
Cherby's
it came off the
arm,
player's
then
leg
hit off the
first.
player's leg,
No, it hit off
and
the
that was going on target.
Cherby's leg,
Then
the
hit off.
player,
Then hit off
then his
Ferran-
arm.
Ferran Torres.
Yes, after look.
So it was going on target.
There.
And it hit off
A
Ferran
Cherby
Torres
first.
last.
A Cherby first.
Okay, who cares if it's a Cherby
I
first?
see
It
where-
does matter.
Can I see where it hits his
How?
arm though?
A Cherby
Hits
first.
off a Cherby, then Fermin gets the ball, hits
He
it.
doesn't get the ball. It hits a deflection. He doesn't get possession of
But
it.
it's okay. It's going on target.
definitely hitting his arm though.
It's
Yeah,
going
Okay,
on
but
target.
I agree with that.
If-
So every shot on target has to be like, like what's it called?
It's not
On
it-
purpose?
It's
On
not
purpose?
a shot though. It's a deflection off him.
It's going on target. It's going
I
to the
don't-
net.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It's a deflection.
I understand if it hit off a Cherby's arm than that. Yeah, but
so
it hit
if
off.
I'm
thing.
headering the ball down, and I'm the defender, and it
Okay.
hits off your chest, but then it hits my arm after, you're calling that a penalty.
hit on what?
If I'm the defender, I'm in my box and I'm headering the ball out, but it hits off an opposing player's body part, and then hits my arm after, calling that a
Yes,
penalty.
because that was
No,
direct
it's not
to
a-
the
that's
goal.
not-
That
that's
was
not a
directed
shot.
to the goal.
He's not shooting to directly at net.
It doesn't have to be a
Yes, it
shot, bro.
is.
Sometimes goals
It's
go in
indirect.
hitting off their back, hitting.
Yeah,
it's
but
a
it's
shot.
But
Yeah.
you don't call penalties nowadays like that.
There has to be.
Why not?
It's not it's indirect.
You need to see like
Indirect now.
You need to see if
This
there's
guy's
like
a ref.
a ricochet
That's an
rule or
indirect free
something.
kick. What?
You
Give
don't-
me an indirect free kick then.
You can't call penalties like that anymore.
Who says who?
How many times have you seen like VAR calls?
Okay, what
It
about
should
the,
have been called exactly.
what about the instance on Bastoni and Yamal where he's pulling his jersey back?
Okay, I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about this.
I'm talking about another penalty.
This is a
instance.
penalty, 100% of the time.
It's not a penalty.
I
Give me a
wouldn't say
better angle
100%, but
They
it does hit his
the
arm.
angles that they've given us have been horrible for that.
Okay, if not a penalty, how come no check?
You probably did check
They
it.
probably checked already.
Let's read a few comments from the lads. Pure bets. Gent, be more mad at Araujo. He lost you 2 UCL
I
campaigns
agree. No,
consecutively.
at the end of the day, I'm more mad at Araujo than anything.
Dan is so anti-Barca. It's hysterical.
Crazy.
Gant, but we don't even get to the Araujo mistake if we don't lose the ball for no reason. True.
Yeah, that's
Pure bets. Who passed it to De Jong when he lost possession on the first goal?
Oh, bro, do you guys remember when I don't think De Jong lost it, but the ball was close to De Jong. He just like stopped. He went like this.
Yeah. And Pedri was yelling at him.
Yeah.
That's why De Jong cheesed me. That's one instance. But
Yeah,
anyways,
I remember
it was Olmo who lost the ball. Swear it was De Jong in the mid. Frankie passed to Olmo. True. Thanks, lads. Anyways, my thoughts. Yeah, obviously, like you're gonna have your ref like controversies. It's a heated game,
He's
but
also a known Madrid fan too. It's kind of crazy.
he was aura farming at
Putting out-
times.
putting
Like
that out
him
there.
going like this was such an aura farm. But
It's like that.
but
It's like one movie where he goes.
That was pretty crazy. that he did
no,
that.
but like, and you guys heard my voice notes. You guys heard my rants.
Right, we have
Outta
it
here.
loud and clear. You didn't listen to the voice note?
No.
Want to play?
I was
Block out
crying,
everything.
bro.
But yeah, I think it was embarrassing how Barca lost. I said it was a worse loss than the loss against Liverpool 4-0 and the loss against Roma, in 2018, because they were 2 minutes away from victory.
Yeah, this is worse than the 8-2 as well. Definitely the worst Barca
No.
loss. Yes,
8-2.
100%.
I guess,
Bro,
in,
feels-
I guess in
Barca-
terms of emotions.
Barca were
Yeah.
140 seconds away from being in the UCL final. 140 seconds going through those emotions up and down, up and down. There were no emotions during 8-2.
We knew we
Just
were
straight
losing.
up.
I guess.
The game was done.
You had the game off at
This one there
halftime.
was hope. No hope. Hope. No hope. Hope.
Are you, so
No
what do you-
hope.
are you saying it's a better game or worse game to watch?
I'd rather watch the 8-2 again
I'm
than
saying-
watch this.
No,
Wait,
no. You guys talk about good
You're-
football all the time,
Dude,
and that was the
you
best
cannot
football I've
say
seen in a long
that.
time.
Sure, you guys
we're
lost.
not talking
You
about
rather
that.
you rather watch a game where you humiliated or watch a game that was competitive and enjoying to watch.
That we were this close
Okay,
to win.
and
Yes.
that's like wow, we were
that
almost
hurt
there.
more.
You guys were a laughing stock when it was 8-2.
You guys were
Yeah,
humiliated.
this one
No.
hurt more because
Yeah, no.
Barca were in it for a treble.
Yeah.
Barca were playing great football. Flick coming in his first season, potentially fighting for a treble.
Lamine Yamal.
Are you
storylines were there?
are you guys talking about worse in terms of like viewing experience?
Yeah.
No,
talking
no,
about
like
most-
No,
like,
we're talking
no,
about
the one that hurt
feeling,
the
all
most.
together.
I'm talking about the one that hurt the
No,
most.
I'm talking about like the worst, like most embarrassing. Like
This one was?
yeah, 100%.
This one was more embarrassing than 8-2.
100%.
No way.
They were 2 minutes from victory.
Our team back then. What was our team back then? Wasn't good either.
They were 2 minutes from
We, I
victory.
didn't expect it. We didn't expect anything from that.
Yeah,
team.
I think
Gent
it was
Gent
right.
brings
Nice,
up Gent brings up a great point. Sorry, and I wanted to touch on this. Love Lamine, but he made a mistake when he went to shoot instead of slowing play. He's a
Yeah.
bit naive at times. It's true, man. Like I think
Age,
Pedri sent
man.
in the pass. Like if he takes that to the corner flag, that shaves off like
10
60
seconds, 20
seconds?
Yeah.
no more than
gets-
10
he could get
seconds
fouled, too.
because you're holding it.
Yeah.
Maybe a throw in ensues. Like your shit.
That's one where Sommer saved.
No, the
Oh,
hit the
not
post.
That's when.
Yes, he hit the post.
Yeah.
Barca were
last
winning that
time.
time. Like
Yeah.
but that's the inexperience.
Yes,
And
it
obviously
is.
he's 17. I don't blame him. But yeah, you take the ball, the corner flag, you hold play. That shaves off so many seconds. Barca could have won the game super easily, but they
I wouldn't say
didn't.
easily.
Well,
Because
they were
you never,
up.
you never know what could happen in like 30 seconds. Like you never
Yeah,
know.
but like the chance to win just greatly increases because so much time is shaved
You
off.
can get fouled there too. You hold the ball even more. Like anything can happen. in
Yeah,
the
but if
corner.
he scores, the game's ice.
Of course, but like,
That's what he's thinking in his head.
yeah.
but like,
Well, you can't say
and
that last-
I also don't think Hansi Flick is telling them.
No.
We just scored. Go get another one right now. I think that's in-game player management where they have to be like,
Yeah.
Well,
fellas.
Did you guys see the? Did you guys see the? I'm not sure if you guys saw the picture, but there's a picture of like Barca's defensive line, 30 seconds from winning. Like they were not shaped to like hold the play and win that game. The 30 seconds after the game.
That's why they conceded.
I was trying to find it
Oh,
actually.
yeah. I mean, it's just full on pressing us at that point.
yeah.
It's
So
hard to-
so I don't like. Yeah, Hansi could have made a better sub maybe with
With
like
who?
Christensen instead of Lewandowski because Lewandowski got subbed on when they were winning.
What happened?
Barca.
I thought Christensen was going to start.
So maybe Christensen could have came out to hold some defense. Yeah, I could maybe put some blame on Flick for that, but like I can't blame Flick for like the last 2 minutes, like the players not having the mentality in them to be like, okay, like let's hold a bit. Like we're literally a minute from victory. Let me take the ball to the corner flag. Let me do a couple back passes. Let me hold the ball, try to bait a foul. Like
yeah.
that's on the players. That's like in-game player management.
Experience though.
Yeah.
What comes from
The
that.
thing is, like, Lamine needed something like this.
Yeah.
You can't be this young and be doing so well. You know what I mean? You need some kind of adversary.
You
Need some
think it's the
adversary
football
in order
gods
to
saying like,
progress.
yo, get back down on earth.
Yeah, bro. You need to be humbled a little bit.
Yeah.
Like, you can't be this good at 17, have everything go for you. You need a little bit of adversary. to progress, right?
Your defense can't look like this.
I agree.
2 minutes from winning the Champions League game.
I know we all agree.
Like that's crazy.
We all agree.
Shaped like this.
The mids also.
Well, this is
Okay.
this is when
Yeah,
this is when they scored.
That's
This is when
another.
Dumfries
That's
made that freaking
another.
run.
It's also crazy that Thuram
debate.
was still playing at this point.
That's another debate. Do you guys think Gerard Martin was fouled by Dumfries on that ensuing
No.
cross to Cherby?
I
What do you guys think?
I could tell you why
No.
not, but go.
I think it's not a foul, but he could have sold it so much and it would have been a foul.
Yeah, I agree.
He fell.
I
He
don't,
just
I
he
don't know if
legit
they're
went
getting
up.
at that point of the game, though.
If-
I think the ref's letting them play, and
no,
he should.
But if Martin sold that foul, he's calling that because he does put his leg out. But
It
because
looks
Martin
like he was
falls,
drunk.
Who?
Well, yeah,
Martin-
you
the way he
played how
fell,
many
look-
minutes of football, bro?
No,
Did he start that game? Yeah, he started. Yeah, yeah.
No, I don't think it's a foul, but he could have like if he
Yeah, I agree
sold
with
it
that.
more, he
Yeah.
could have.
The legs were noodly at that point, bro.
Because he was like, he got hit.
Yeah, that's why
Yeah.
you didn't look at a foul, bro. It's like, oh,
But
but and
like-
he falls. But if, like, imagine he fucking went. Ah!
Yeah, but the thing is, like, Thuram's cleat went up the shin.
That was
Cleats
Dumfries.
up the
Dumfries.
shin. Sorry,
Dumfries,
Dumfries.
No, it wasn't his shin. It was like right here.
Nah, it was
Yeah.
a little higher than that.
No, it was his foot. It was his
wasn't
foot.
right. It was his foot. It was his foot. It was his foot.
It was his
Yeah,
foot,
like-
but like Dumfries went in to like try to shield the ball. So technically, he could have fell too.
He had possession of the ball.
Yeah.
You could tell that was pure fatigue. It's not even like
Yeah.
Dumfries bodied him shoulder to shoulder. Like
Nah, he was just
it was a
tired.
little tap and like
Tired.
yeah, he got noodly. He just
Yeah.
fell and like
No, it's not a
he's got to
foul.
be stronger, man.
But
Like
if he sold it,
like-
the ref might have called it.
that's another thing I said in my rant. Like Barca don't know how to clear the ball.
I agree.
It's tough at that point, too.
No, even throughout the game, throughout the two legs, they can't clear the ball. Like
Because we
I-
want to
I'm not,
play
like-
off on the back.
no, playing out the back's great. I love that. But
But we
like
always
sometimes you need to clear the ball,
Yeah.
and those moments when they clear it, they can't like
Yeah.
they don't get it far enough. I don't understand. Like just blast it out.
It's just not in their like their mind to do that. It's not the way they play, so they don't know when to do it.
Gent says
weird.
Gent says yeah, but even there had to be someone in the middle free in a better position to score. Pedri told Yamal
Yeah.
to pass it back and slow play.
Yeah.
But the thing with Yamal and the way Flick systems works is they go for the goal, right? They go for the kill. That's what Lamine was probably thinking.
You think that
I want that aura moment. I want that I'm him moment. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And
And
that's
you
where
can't-
experience comes into play.
You can't blame it too. He's a kid, bro.
That's where
Like,
experience comes into
yeah,
play, bro.
Exactly.
Hopefully he learns from this. He wasn't crying after the match. He seemed pissed, bro.
he was
Didn't seem
pissed.
sad.
He
He
was
seemed
pissed.
cheesed.
Yeah, he was pissed.
Like, bro, 14 dribbles in a single game.
And you
Third
also,
highest.
bro. I don't know.
Neymar and Messi only higher. Neymar had 15 versus Atalanta and Juve, and then Messi had I think 16 or 17 against I think United.
And I know you guys are saying when Augusto comes on, he did better the first half, the first game, bro. When he came on the second game, bro, Lamine made him look like an idiot too. Bro.
Yeah.
I thought Augusto was gonna maybe, bro. I think he made him look worse than DiMarco, to be honest.
As soon as DiMarco came off, that
Bro,
Yamal
he
was,
was-
kind of cooking like
he
hard.
was cooking Augusto, bro. It was bad. It was bad.
He's a freak, bro. There's no
Freak
way
of
a
nature,
17-year-old should be completing 14 dribbles in one game, 20 across two legs in a Champions League, bro. Like, what's wrong with this guy?
And again, I think go up a bit in the chat. So I think Gento was saying or E2 Live. This is more heartbreaking. 100%. We were 2 minutes away from going through after a remontada. This was a remontada too. Take that.
Yeah,
in.
it was 2-0 down. Yeah.
But more embarrassing was Anfield, in my opinion. But this is I think more heart. I'm going by more heartbreaking. This hurt me more. I couldn't sleep that night. This was going
Went
through
on
my
a
head.
2-hour drive, bro. No destination, just pain, bro. Right after the game, man.
You being serious?
Huh?
You being serious?
No.
Might be, bro.
Where'd you go, bro?
Just no.
He went all the way up
nowhere,
King.
bro. Nowhere and everywhere.
he was driving.
This guy was
around
driving in
Kelso.
his head, bro. He's like,
No, it was a good lesson for a young team.
Yeah.
Those Anfield teams, like the Roma team, like they're a little aging per se. Like Iniesta was still there, at least for the Roma one. But this is a young core that it doesn't get more cagey than this game.
and
That was a high level game, two legs.
and that's why like it was more heartbreaking. But I have there's
You're more
bro,
optimistic after the other one.
I can see the light at the end of the tunnel. Might be that because these lights are bright, bro. Like, you know what I mean? Like, bro, the whole team is young, man. There's
doesn't
so
mean
many.
anything, though.
I know,
Not,
but like
not really.
Inigo, Chesney.
Your goalie,
The-
well,
the
your
core,
your
the
best
core.
center back, your striker.
the core of the team is young,
Yeah.
and I think that's always good.
You got to replace those
positive.
3 positions, though.
And we can. We'll just get some more players from La Masia.
But nah, this game and even the other game, PSG, thing just proves how important a world-class goalie is.
Yeah.
Jan Sommer, unreal, these two legs. Donnarumma, unreal, these two legs. If Barca swap keepers
No,
this game, Barca goes through.
don't talk shit about Chesney. He got you guys to that final.
I would
mean,
never.
semifinal.
I would
Yeah, but he's
not-
talking about this game though.
Yes,
No.
but if we're gonna say swap goalies, Chesney brought you guys to the semis.
I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about this game.
Yeah, but you can't just swap your goalie.
Swap
here.
the whole, swap the
No.
swap the score lines. You guys win.
No.
Like what the? You trying to
I-
say?
Well, I'm saying if Tech was a net,
Swap jerseys, bro. You're
if
from the
Tech-
finals.
if Tech was a net for Inter, the scoreline's not the same.
You never know.
No,
100%.
no. I think I'm completely against you there. I think Chesney did what he had to do, and to be honest, I don't think Donnarumma is coming out like Chesney's coming out to get those balls when they were sending those through balls. Chesney every time was getting those balls.
Wait, he's talking about
Sommer?
Donnarumma.
He said
No, he's saying because the world class
No.
goalies.
Oh, we're talking about goalies.
Oh,
I'm saying
see what
Chesney.
you're
What
saying. Yeah,
Chesney
yeah,
was.
Sommer would have done that.
I don't know.
Okay, but okay, go.
What do
I
you
get what
mean?
you're saying.
Okay.
And
would've done that.
no, but I think what Chesney did. I mean, the goals, the last two goals weren't his fault, especially the
I don't
first-
think
the
any-
Chesney
save
one.
half of
I don't
them.
think any of the goals.
No,
were
I don't
his
think any of
fault.
those goals were his fault. So I don't know. I don't think you can say anything
You,
about
you,
that.
you could have put Hulk in
I
that.
think what he's saying is if Chesney was playing for Inter, that Barca win because he's not putting that performance. at
I still
Sommer.
don't think so because if Chesney puts in one of those performances that he did in the last leg, the last matchup, they might still go through.
I don't know.
Pure Bet says fatigue. He's barely played all year. Doesn't matter. Like that was a
100 minutes of intense football. You wouldn't last 10, bro.
Wow.
Let's
Plus,
keep
plus
it
if
balanced.
anything, not playing all year, like you're not getting game
That's
speed.
even worse.
all year.
Exactly.
You don't have
You-
match rhythm either.
Match pace.
Yeah.
Pure Bets also says goalies aren't the difference here. Squad depth, they're a factor, but no difference. Yeah, okay.
What?
A goal-
Goalies aren't the difference here. Come on.
A team has never won the Champions League without a world class keeper. Name one. It's at least in the modern era.
Bro, I'm telling you right now,
Porto.
if PSG don't have
Porto?
Donnarumma, they're not
Vitor
going
Baia,
through.
one of the best Portuguese goalies of all time.
I
But
just
you,
didn't
but
know.
you guys
I
don't
just-
think Chesney's world class?
Yes.
Okay. Oh,
I've been saying
here
Ches-
we go.
No, I've been
If
saying.
Chesney's world class or not, and not like a Balde.
What?
Okay.
I think it's the
I've been
same.
saying Chesney's world class for years.
Yeah.
You can't. He has been world class for such a long time. You guys give him so much disrespect because he played for Juve.
No.
I don't know. About
Yes.
that. I don't know.
I
About
can't-
that.
And I
I don't
guess,
remember
and you
giving
can
him
say the same
disrespect.
thing about what you are doing right now.
Huh?
Saying how Balde's not world class because he plays for Barca.
No, I think Balde is good. I don't think he's world class just
Exactly.
But let's not forget that he was retired a few months before
yet. He was
Barca
retired
signed
at
him.
like what,
Hacking darts.
If-
34?
If Ter Stegen doesn't get injured, he's never coming to Barca.
Yeah. So
You think that?
Yes,
that,
obviously
you think
his-
Ter Stegen gets you this far.
no.
Oh,
No.
no chance.
This Chesney making his move to Barca and playing this season brings him to world class, I think.
But Yamal's not world class.
But yeah, I'm talking about a goalkeeper that's played for how many years now
Lots.
and had how many consistent years?
Lots.
Thank you.
So who do you think Barca need to get in net?
Chesney stays. Has got to stay.
I think
then.
Chesney
No,
stays.
at least one of them is gonna have to leave. They're both aging. Tech's aging
Yeah.
even more.
I'd rather
Ter
keep Chesney.
Stegen, I think, is finished at the highest level. Let a Saudi team or mid-table Prem team take him up.
Who? Ter?
Ter Stegen, yeah, he's finished. His mentality is shot. His ability has gone down. What once was like a fantastic ball-playing keeper doesn't seem that much anymore. But
And we can clearly see how Flick clearly likes Chesney more. He said that he's playing this game and he's playing El Clasico. So Chesney's the guy.
Almost got his kit back in the day.
But yeah, like
good-
again
good
saying,
goalie.
Juan Garcia from Espanyol might be tough to sign him. I do believe he has a 25 mil release clause, but he's been unreal. I think averaging like an 8 rating or whatever, despite
Damn.
playing for like a fodder team like Espanyol and the amount of shots and goals that they concede and how he's saving them from relegation. Great keeper, but I don't know if there's many world class keepers on the market. That's the problem.
There's not. There's
That's
really
the problem, right?
not. I think. if you-
Donnarumma one more year. That's it.
No, Donnarumma's gonna resign with them. If they win CL,
I already might go to Inter to replace Sommer.
Bro, if he's going to any
Come to
team,
Barca, bro.
if he's going to any team in the CDI, he's going to Juve.
No, I'll come to Barca.
Okay.
Bro, Gianluigi.
What,
Buffon is
you guys
his
got
idol.
Digigorio.
Yeah, but they'll get rid of
Is
him.
he world class?
Why would he not go to AC Milan?
Because
'Cause he
hate
got
him there.
There's nothing to play for there too. at
Yeah,
this
they
point.
hate him there. I was like, what were we just talking about before that?
Goalies. Juan Garcia.
E2 Live says Ilkay Gundogan was right, by the way,
Yeah.
About what?
low-key.
about Araujo.
Oh,
That he's
damn.
like, he's trash.
we were right too. Where's our praise? We
Yeah,
told
but
you that too. You guys didn't listen to us.
Gundogan got like indirectly kicked out of the club for it. Did you get kicked out of the footy culture? for
Close. Close. It was real close,
Wait,
man.
so he said specifically Araujo doesn't work hard?
No, he didn't say Araujo.
Yeah, he did.
No, I swear he just said
pretty
some
sure
He
players.
directly
Araujo.
referenced
Yeah,
Araujo.
he said Araujo
Are you sure?
Yeah,
Yeah,
100%.
100%.
in an interview.
You guys always rated him though.
I always liked him, but his bozo moments are coming to light, man. Like last year against Barcola, and now this year against 37-year-old Acerbi
Was it Barcola last year?
on Acerbi's weak foot.
And Fratesi.
That was a good finish though.
And Fratesi too. Yeah.
No, Fratesi.
Fratesi
No,
was,
it
no,
wasn't-
sorry.
it
It
wasn't
was
Araujo.
it was Araujo on Thuram. Thuram was the one that making the run.
Yeah.
On the
but
side.
then Araujo was also there to somewhat maybe block it. But then
No, you couldn't
again,
block
it. It went through his legs.
kind of stuttered a
He
little
got-
bit.
he
Maybe
got-
could have lunged forward to make the tackle, but looked like he was trying to block it. And that
But
went
that
in.
whole play was just moving in slow motion.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
It
they,
was.
they
Like,
couldn't
bro,
do
the amount of
anything
time
about it.
Fratesi had on the ball, like this guy's moving like
I
Jotaro
thought the ref
Kun.
played it dead.
the world.
Yeah, like this guy's saving the world. He's just
And
stopping
time-
time and just doing what he's got to do, bro. And that's how he scored.
Well, Gent says can't blame Szczesny much, TBH. Maybe first game the Dumfries corner, but other than that, not much he could do. Acerbi shot that ish, like a striker, man. LMAO. Dumfries' cross was delicious. Great crossing, all tie. What's your definition of world class, though? We dipped into this a lot, like
For a
the
keeper?
past
We'll
hour,
be here for
but
another hour if we could dip into this again.
Quick, what's your definition of world class?
Me personally?
No. Yeah.
Oh.
I pointed at you.
Oh, I think it depends on position because I think it's gonna be a bit of a rant, but I think there are some positions in football where there's more than 5 world-class players, so you can't just narrowly say top
And
5
some
players
less.
in this position, and some there's a lot less. Like left back, maybe even right back, there's probably not more than maybe 2 or 3 world-class players in overall. Goalies, maybe you have more, maybe you have like 10. Strikers, maybe you have 15. Like I think it varies a lot based on position.
I think.
So, but,
I think I can name you 5.
But you didn't
world-class
really
right
say
backs.
like you didn't really say what your but okay, you said that, but what's your definition of world class?
I guess my definition of world class, I would probably say like the best player. Again, it's gonna vary, but the best player, like maybe even in that league, in that position,
Consistently?
yeah, consistently.
I think
That's
I
what
think
you
I
have to
can. I
miss.
think
I'd
I
say
can name you 5
a
world-class
player
right
who
backs.
has consistently played at the highest level, let's say a top 5 player in their position consistently for more than 4 or 5 years.
Yeah, I think there definitely has to be some consistency in there, but
But there's
again,
always the odd moment where
Yeah,
consistency doesn't
An
matter.
odd moment, but it has
Yeah.
to,
And-
you
and-
have to
and
have
your
at least
years.
a
Like
good
Lamine
4
Yamal.
or 5 years
Exactly.
of like good
Yeah.
football.
but like not that you can't
No.
just make that exception for every single player.
No, but
Because
there
that's
is. But there
form.
is that exception for some
Very,
players.
very,
So
very,
is Pedri
very
not world
seldom.
class yet?
Pedri's been
Been a couple
Bro,
seasons.
Pedri's been cooking ball for like 10 years. He had that one season where he played like 10 years of football in one season. That was enough for me. He got enough reps in that one season for me
So
to consider
it's
world
been a
class.
couple years. He's not world class yet.
Who said that?
3 to 4 years for you. You think he's world class?
I think he's world class.
Pedri?
It's been a couple
He's
years.
won. He's won.
been
To
3.
he's shown that he's been able
Pedri's
to
world
play
class.
consistently. Lack his obviously his injuries, which he's obviously recovered from, but winning trophies with that within that moment too.
Has Lamine not done that?
That's
He's shown that
1
he's been
year.
consistent.
1 year.
He won a Euros.
1 year.
He won a Euros,
1
and he
year.
was one of the biggest players. He was the
1
player,
year.
youngest
Fati
player.
was the youngest goal scorer of all time for
Did-
Barcelona in Spain,
Did Fati win anything?
but he broke records.
Was Fati the best player
but
in
he
the Euros?
broke records. And
Was-
did Fati win you the Euro?
Lamine won it.
Sorry, did Yamin win you the Euro?
He had a
Then why
huge
didn't he win Ballon
moments.
d'Or?
He had huge moments.
Why didn't he win Ballon d'Or?
He had huge
Why didn't he win
moments,
player of the
bro.
tournament? Why didn't he win player of the
He
tournament?
won young player of the tournament.
He didn't win player of the
He
tournament.
won young player of the tournament.
What does it matter?
He's a young player.
He's the youngest player on the team. Obviously, going to win it.
What does that mean?
He's the
Anyone
youngest
could- you
player
don't
on the
have-
winning
Just
team.
because you're from the winning team doesn't mean you have to win the young player of the tournament.
He didn't win
We've
player
seen
of
that
the tournament.
before.
Would you be able to fast track Yamal to like 2 years?
Do this again
Bro,
next year.
he's doing this because he hates Barca. Like, this
No.
is the most blatant, bro.
world class right
I can go ask
I
10
do
people,
because he's a
and they'll all
generational
say
talent.
yes. You're so lost, man. It's crazy.
But what happens if he
Holy
gets injured and he
shit,
comes back and he's
bro.
like
No, it's
Fati?
nuts, bro.
What happens if he comes back
Bro,
and he's
you're
Fati?
talking about things
He's
like
getting
this that are
stressed,
big.
bro.
What,
Oh,
you
what
guys
happens
like
if
what
Mason
ifs?
Mount
You
scores?
guys like what
What
ifs?
happens if
This
Mason
guy
Mount
loves
scores
what
25
ifs.
goals next season?
This guy loves what
Like,
ifs.
what?
What
I'm
if he
talking about
comes
right now.
What if he comes back and he's
I'm talking
done
about right
next season?
now, bro.
He has nothing to show for yet.
We have nothing to show.
Nothing to
It's
show for it yet.
crazy, man.
crazy.
I
Was
can't
Neymar
take
world
this guy
class when he was
serious,
playing
bro.
for Santos?
We're losing Dave.
Yeah.
We're losing
Nah, bro.
Dave.
I
right
had
now.
enough. I'm having
Does
enough.
Does he make a
bro.
top 3
It's
Ballon
crazy.
d'Or
He's
at
flustered, bro.
Santos?
He's
Yeah,
flustered.
and Yamal didn't.
This is rage baiting at its
Okay.
finest.
Yamal
man.
hasn't.
This is rage baiting, man.
Season's not done.
Okay, we'll see.
He's not done. He's done so much already.
He's top 3 this season, though. Probably.
Okay, E2
Anyway.
Live says Arao's market value got to be low. Every big club is now aware of his bozo
Yeah,
genes.
dude, if you're Barca, if you can get like 20
Should've
mil
sent it
from,
to Juve.
you gotta take
Yep.
it.
Yeah, should have left in.
We were only
winter
gonna take him on
low-key.
loan though.
Nah.
You guys would
Was
have
it?
bought him after.
It was loan.
Was it?
It might have had an obligation
It
to buy.
definitely would
though.
have.
Was not
an
At least in the next 5 years, you would
Was-
have had to buy him at some point.
The
Just a loan,
offer
really?
was
You sure?
loan, option to buy.
Yeah, option to buy.
Option, not obligation.
What if he went off?
Then we keep him. Yeah, obviously.
Sure
Take him.
bets. If he does, he does, bro. Relax. You're speaking in the moment. He's top 3 Ballon d'Or right now. Copa del Rey, most assists in La Liga.
Hey man, but would he have most assists in City? Yeah.
Yeah.
If
man.
Lukaku has the most assists, yeah, I think so.
But nah, man. Shout out to Inter. Played well. Comeback. Shout out Inzaghi, one of the best gaffers in the world.
I love what Inzaghi does.
He was soaked, man.
He's
Yeah. They didn't give him no type of rain jacket afterwards. I saw
Libra?
Hansi put on like the Barca.
Yeah.
but that's
jacket
Inzaghi
after.
for you. Even if I think they offered him, he wouldn't have got it.
I know he was jumping around, bro. He was splashing in those dress shoes, bro.
Thoughts on Flick not wearing a suit the second leg?
I didn't like it.
You were wrong.
I didn't like it.
You were wrong with all your takes.
What were the other ones?
Barca going through.
Yeah.
Matthews loves when he's
Lewandowski
right.
or
Now.
Olmo performing?
Almost scored, but
Scored.
it's fair.
Didn't
Fair. Fair.
Yeah, he did.
Scored, but
I-
didn't perform.
He
Oh,
scored.
no.
He scored.
Rafinha,
Oh
baby.
no, he got
What?
you.
How come Rafinha scores,
He
but
got
he,
you.
he somehow performs?
He got
Did I say he had a good game?
He got you.
My point exactly.
I thought
Wow.
I thought Rafinha played solid. Even that last ball to Lamine. Remember that through ball?
Yeah.
And then his curler. Rafinha did his part. I'm putting no blame on Rafinha for that game.
I want to give some praise to one player on that Inter team. I don't like this Inter team, but one player,
I think you do.
but Acerbi. I want to tell his story a little bit.
Tell us.
So this man was on AC Milan. His father passed away. He became alcoholic. He said at that point he would drink anything, which was he was like kind of pointing out like he was kind of suicidal. Okay, wasn't performing too well. Got dropped by AC Milan. Went to Sassuolo. Got his career back together. Great at Sassuolo. Lazio picks him up. Lazio picked him up at 30 years old, I believe. Was fantastic for Lazio. Then his next move goes to Inter at 34 years old. Now he is finally a household name. I would hope so. Everyone knows Acerbi, I hope. 34 years old when he goes to Inter. Now 37, bringing his team to a Champions League final. It's
Yo,
actually
Yeah.
it's,
I was
oh,
gonna-
it's
I was
cancer.
gonna say
Yeah.
twice.
It's cancer
That's
as
the most
well.
important thing.
I was waiting for that part of the
I
story. I was like,
completely
when's it
forgot.
coming? He's already at Inter. I thought he beat it already.
I completely forgot. He had cancer twice.
Yeah.
Testicular cancer twice. Then he beat it bad the first time, bad the second time. Lazio Inter won against Barcelona, brings his team to the final. It's actually a crazy story.
Yeah, shout out to him.
Shout out to Acerbi
Career
because
started peaking in his 30s. Good for him, man.
Top player, man.
he is a world class center back. Would
Top
you guys
player.
say?
He might be. Yeah.
Don't say.
Say what I want, bro. It's my
He
opinion.
might. He was probably the best center back on the pitch.
No,
No.
100%.
no,
What about Bastoni?
Defensive wise, Acerbi.
rarely. I'd say otherwise.
I think if Bastoni, if
That's
Acerbi
crazy.
was playing left center back, he'd be getting cooked.
Okay, but he wasn't
Obviously.
playing left center back.
I'm saying that's why I think Bastoni played better.
Top.
My aunt was playing striker for Barcelona. She wouldn't score either. Like I'm just trying to say.
I can't take anything from him. Right?
Like, I don't, you guys tell these what is.
You know what? Like we might need to leave.
were
Just let them
if
duke
Chris
it out
had a
on
wheel, he'd
live.
be a bike.
The
I don't
biggest
know.
what if guy. The biggest what if guy.
We might
saying
let
what
them
if.
duke it out on live. Hey, chat, stick around. We're all gonna
biggest what
leave.
if guy
We're gonna
says
get one
what if.
camera going. Dan and Dave are gonna scrap
what
in the
if.
basement. Matt's gonna watch.
Yeah, he's top player. He did get exiled from Italy for a bit due to some controversial behavior per se, but he's class. I
Yeah.
like him. Plays
Well-
for the badge.
World class.
more could you
I would
ask?
say.
Both class.
He's
100%.
class, yeah.
Again, saying, give me a left wing, left back / right back, and we're cooking next season.
Why do you need a left back?
A little bit more depth.
Why do you need a left wing?
Why do you need a right back?
More depth.
Why do you need a
Just-
left wing too? Yeah.
We have
Right
no left
back?
wing
Why you
depth.
left
He's not gonna play
What
100
left
games
wing
a
depth
season,
do we
bro.
have?
You could
Why
play
you left wing?
Ferran.
You just play Rafinha every game. Bro.
Yeah,
But then who's playing?
Depth.
Who's a depth
Ferran just
striker?
rotates.
Youth.
What if we need both of them on
What player would you get available in the market to be a sub to Rafinha?
right now? Ansu Fati.
So you have.
So you have
Nico
him.
Williams not gonna come to be a sub, bro.
No, but things would shift. Like Nico would play left back, or Rafinha would move
What?
to the 10.
Nico
left
Williams
wing.
is playing
No,
left.
sorry, left wing. You guys know what I meant. He
No,
would go left. He would go left wing. Rafinha would go to the 10.
Where's Olmo?
Almost
Now
better.
Now he's in
Sub.
10.
Sub.
So out of position to out of position.
Pretty
Rafinha.
much plays there.
Rafinha.
I thought he was a
drifts
right
centrally.
winger.
I think he's a right winger. You guys said he's a right winger.
That's his natural position, but on the field in this Hansi Flick system, he drifts centrally. You literally saw with the final through ball to him out. He wasn't on the right. He wasn't on the left. He was in the middle.
Gent was also saying that.
I
he
don't.
drifts
I
centrally.
don't watch a lot of Barca. I was just told he's a right winger.
Gent was also saying in the
No,
chat
but
he drifts
I was
centrally.
just told he's a right winger.
That's
I'm
his
just going
natural
based on what
position.
I was
That's what he
told.
played his whole career.
Yeah. So he's gonna go 10, then Yamal right, and then who's up top?
Wait, so what happens with
Leo.
Fedon?
So who's trekking back to recover the balls?
Rafinha.
Rafinha tracks.
Back in the midfield.
I think
Rafinha
He's one of the
runs
hardest
like
workers on the
crazy.
I
team.
feel like Nico Williams is a bit of a tracker.
Yeah, I'm sure he would.
They're not gonna get Nico Williams.
He'll come to Barca eventually. You see those things are like those people like have like ducks on their feet. And
Ducks
they
on
can't
their
make
feet?
noises. And the blind guy, like if someone
that's
makes a noise, the
Mario.
blind guy comes and hits them.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
That's
What the hell
mad.
shows you watching?
It's an Asian show.
But Nico Williams.
Yeah.
That doesn't fit. That doesn't fit. You're moving too much stuff
I
around
don't see
on
why
this team.
not.
Left back.
Left back Balde.
I'm saying you said
Depth.
you wanted another one.
Oh, Grimaldo maybe.
As a what?
Come on.
Grimaldo.
money now.
That's not a backup.
Why not?
He that money
Oh, Balde's the
Backup
backup.
doesn't mean you play like 10% of the games. Rotation, bro.
Balde's the backup.
Yeah, Balde might be the backup.
Yeah, Grimaldo comes in.
Based on-
Valdez backup.
Yeah, if he outperforms it in
Bro, I
games and
think
training,
they were
sure.
both backups to Cucurella, so I don't know.
Yeah, low key. Would you get
So?
Cucurella?
Cucurella is top class.
He's good. He might be a world class left back.
Again,
Top 5 in his position.
again,
season.
like
You didn't mention him.
Who, me?
you guys are doing
Exactly,
your
list is
laughing.
long.
You guys are doing your laughing, your jarring, but Gent's right. Like the reason we lost is because of depth. We lost our starting left back and right back, and the replacements couldn't suffice.
Who's to blame?
Shout out to Eric Garcia though. Been doing his thing, low key.
I hate that guy.
Versatile.
Why do you hate
I'm
him?
glad Flick convinced him to stay because he was gonna leave. Apparently, he's gonna go to Girona,
He's a
but
good player.
he's been a good rotation
He's
kind of player.
I like
been
him. He's a
proving me
great
wrong.
player.
I've always liked him.
The volley, dude.
Sick volley. He can play multiple positions.
Sick volley, but missed open net. Crazy.
No, it's not on him, man. That's not on him.
Then who is it
That's
on?
not on him.
Who's it on?
That's
Just
the
weak foot,
goalie.
man.
Literally masterful save there.
So it's not on Eric Garcia to score.
He did. Well, he could.
Hey, he's a
But he's
He's not
defender.
a,
Scores
he's a
a crazy
defender
volley like
on
that.
his weak foot.
It's a good
On a
save. It was a good
volley.
save, too,
Okay,
Jeremy.
a
It's
Cherby
no.
on his weak foot. Crazy first
We're
That
talking
was
about a
against
world-class
Araujo, bro.
player and some
Eric
scrub.
Garcia.
Bro, I was against Araujo, bro. And on his strong foot.
Sure,
That trip was
situational.
prickle.
In front, it's 2 feet from the net.
Still miss.
No,
So
that was
yeah,
a
not if
banger
That's a
finish.
striker finish.
Not if
man.
Araujo's on you, bro. If Araujo's covering Garcia's scoring.
Where's De Bruyne going to end up? Personally, I think
Liverpool.
Napoli.
Oh.
I think his career is
Como.
destined to be set in Serie A now.
I
A
do
bit,
see
a bit
Serie A.
slower pace
Yeah,
than
you've
the
been
Premier
saying
League,
that.
not as physical.
Inter.
Obviously, he's still world class. His body
would be
can't
sick.
run as much. I think Serie A is perfect for him.
I think
if,
Serie A.
if Inter win the Champions League, I think it's kind of like a little bit of a push for him too. It's like I'm still going to strong side,
Yeah.
back-to-back.
contenders, back to back.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, I'd like to see him in City
Frozen.
because then he would have done it in like a lot of top leagues. De Bruyne, right?
Yeah,
He's done his thing all around.
I think Inter makes the most sense. They like free transfers. They like
Inter or Napoli, I feel like they like
like
they like world class players. Those
And
two teams.
I'll tell you why it's not going to be Napoli. It's not going to be Napoli because Conte won't
frozen?
be there anymore.
Nothing we're good.
Who's gonna be there?
I don't know. Apparently, he's leaving this at the end of the season.
Who?
So you think Conte is a driving force behind?
Yeah, Napoli's not going to be good next year.
So if they win the league this year, they're not good next
No,
year.
if they win the league, they might keep Conte, but they have a chance of keeping Conte. It doesn't look like he's going to stay though.
Why?
I don't know.
That guy's worse than a.
Such a strange fella.
Yeah, he's so
Antonio
strange,
Conte.
bro.
Is Scott McTominay world class?
No.
No, he did it for one season. If he could continue. He also, but
That was
internationally,
a
he
test.
cooked.
Good job.
Internationally,
That's
He
just
was,
a
he was
yes.
quick with that. Yeah, you're supposed
me
to
or
yeah.
him?
Both you guys.
That's obviously
Yeah,
not.
I don't
man.
know. I
Think
tried.
Scott McTominay's
I
world
tried
class?
to get you guys. I'm
Lukaku,
sorry.
questionable.
no, Lukaku's.
What?
No, bro, relax.
I feel like
man.
he's close. He's close.
He's good. He's
Like
class.
Like his whole
He's just
career,
class.
he's been
He's
a top.
class. He's been class his whole
I
career.
feel like
not
he's
world
always been
class.
given the short end of the stick.
Bro,
He
you
should have
guys-
been given more.
y'all throwing world
He
class like
deserves
it's
more
nothing.
respect than what people are giving him.
Yes.
Yeah,
He
he's
does- he
class.
does a lot
I don't
for-
think many people say he's class, so I think class is good.
I think he's like right below world class.
Bro, you can't give world class to everyone now.
He's
I did it.
continentally classed.
I didn't get world class.
Nah, but overall, shout out to PSG. Shout out to Inter.
Yeah, man.
Who y'all want to win?
Should be a good final.
As we
PSG.
know, president of UEFA is an Inter fan. He said it. Also, Club World Cup coming up.
Where do you find these?
Why would they not want two teams that are
Huh?
in the UCL final not to be in the Club World Cup?
they don't want 2 teams.
Why
Oh,
would
I see
why
what
would
you're
you, as UEFA president, not want 2 teams in the UCL final that won't be at the Club World Cup?
Because they're different institutions.
So,
Why? Because Arsenal weren't in it either. Club World Cup.
no.
Wow, I didn't know
But
that.
UEFA and
Arsenal's-
FIFA are different.
So, still
So
correlated.
Why would they care though?
Still a correlation.
It would look better for FIFA,
would.
but what does UEFA care?
Still a correlation.
So why would you're saying UEFA should have allowed to maybe push for a team that was playing in the World Cup, a Club World Cup to like play in the
To make
finals?
it in the
I'm
finals.
just saying, in terms of viewership, in terms of
So
what
you
makes
think-
sense.
So you think they
It
got?
would make sense.
So you think they got paid off?
I'm just saying, it would make sense that 2 teams in the final would be at the Club World Cup.
So you think there's corruption?
Corruption everywhere.
There's no way.
It's corruption right now.
You don't think there's corruption in football?
There is, but not for this one moment.
Hey.
Oh, just not for this one.
Your team's
But
one of the
there
most
is.
Not
corrupt
against
sides.
Barca, bro. Never against Barca.
There always is, bro.
Barca's corrupt
Everything
themselves.
aligns.
Hey, man.
Inter, you know, their mascot kind of is a snake. We saw these snake.
It is a snake, not kind of.
Okay, we're back in
Yeah, we're in
this.
a snake year.
It's the year of the
Everything-
snake.
Yeah, everything aligns, bro. Everything aligns.
Mm.
The Italian Mike Donnarumma or Inter, a nightmare for Milan fans.
Yeah, Milan fans are struggling.
True.
Spatty's not though. Spatty's happy.
I just gotta see PSG win. Hopefully.
Yeah, there's a difference. UEFA has nothing to do with Club World Cup. I don't know, man. I'm going with PSG winning. That's my team right now.
I think it'd make.
I feel like a Madrid fan right now. Madrid fans switched like how many times this season?
You feel like a what now?
No, like
You
no, no, no.
Clip it.
No, no, no.
Clip it.
The fact that Madrid
Basically
fans
saying
were
a slur
switching
right there, bro.
Madrid fans were switching teams every freaking time they faced anyone faced Barca. I
Yeah.
feel like that right now.
That's crazy.
That's
bro.
crazy, man. Your team
But it
gets
took
knocked.
me all the way to the finals to do it though.
Your team gets knocked
Well,
out. You just throw on another team's kit, man.
You're hitting on Inter.
didn't?
Wouldn't
Shake
you
my
want
head, man.
Inter to win? Be like, hey, yeah, we
Nah.
lost against the best team.
I don't want Inter to win.
No, Paris is the best storyline.
Paris is the best storyline too. 100%.
think?
Is it
What
though?
storyline does Inter have?
They literally destroyed Barca.
Bunch of old heads.
Okay, that's the storyline.
Yeah, old
PSG
heads.
beat all the Premier League teams.
No
Uh,
Mbappe.
no Mbappe,
no one cares-
Dembele,
no one cares about
young
the Premier League,
players, do it. Like, bro, what are you talking about?
So you get young players, no Mbappe.
He beat Barcelona,
or-
okay?
Or old heads with Marcus Thuram.
Crazy thing.
Old heads would kind of be a cool story, man.
Thought it was not old.
Where do you think they're gonna take the Champions League trophy if they win it? The Boche?
No, I feel like the consensus wouldn't care if Inter won. Like, yeah, we think if Inter win, like people on Twitter are gonna be like, man, let's all watch Serie A. Maybe they got something going on there. People aren't gonna care.
You know,
Same thing.
no
with,
one's gonna
same
care.
thing with PSG. I was gonna tune into more.
No,
Ligue
no,
1
of
games.
course, but like Serie A, like fans have this thing where like we want to prove our league is valuable and good, but no one's gonna like do that if Inter win. I feel like. What do you think?
Sounds like a shot.
There's a shot.
No, like what do you
Think of it.
like? What do you think?
Trying to start
Like,
controversy.
Like, do you think if Inter win, like you're gonna see Twitter being like, man, Serie A, like it's a proper league. Like they got talent. Like you think there's gonna be this like upheaval of Serie A praise?
But like, what leagues would that happen to if they won? Let's say Bayern, PSG, Barca, City.
There wouldn't be
Yeah,
any
but I mean,
praise.
like I feel like the average football Twitter user like knows nothing about Serie A or gives it any love.
Yeah, but I'm saying like, what do they know about the other leagues?
Like which, like Premier League?
All
the only thing they
all
know, the
top
only
five.
thing they know about La Liga is Madrid and Barca.
Yeah.
The only thing they know about the German league is literally about Bayern and Dortmund.
Maybe Dortmund.
And Premier League is the top 6 teams.
And
Yeah,
pe-
well,
That's all they know.
Like-
About. That's all football.
but people
Twitter.
respect like Barca, Madrid, like Atletico. People respect Bayern Munich. Like I don't feel like people respect these like Serie A giants. Am I wrong?
Not many people respect Milan right now because of what they've
AC
gone
Milan?
through. Yeah, AC Milan.
yeah, AC Milan sucks right now though.
They're a giant in Serie A though.
But like, do people
Not many people respect Juve.
respect Man United right now?
Not
They're a
people
top
respect
club.
Juve too.
No, but
It's just where they are right now.
like, do you remember everyone laughing at that woman pundit for saying Bastoni was better than Saliba?
What's her name again?
Stunt peg?
He is-
Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
She's
he
not- she's
is,
not
but like
wrong.
people were laughing at her.
But
Yeah,
that's
but-
that's also just like the general like that's like just the audience that you have. on
That's what I'm
They
football.
don't
saying.
watch. They don't watch
They're
City
just-
football.
they're
That's
just a-
exactly what. That's literally exactly what
yeah,
I'm saying.
but they're all
That's
prem heads.
exactly
Like,
what it
That's
is.
exactly what I'm saying.
But that same girl would probably say, "Oh, this guy's better than Kubarsi." It's because it's just a prem. That's a prem bias.
Yeah,
But that's what the majority of like football Twitter is. Football fans. It's the Premier League. It's the most followed league.
Yeah, but that's what I'm trying to say. Like, would these other 4 leagues get that respect that you're trying to get for City? Yeah,
But they don't need that. Like if Madrid win the Champions League like they always do, like it's not people being like, man, La Liga's solid. Like let's give more respect to La Liga. Like it has its just dues. Serie A doesn't.
How many Prem fans are you saying? Do you think are watching the Champions League final?
A lot. It's a Champions League final.
I don't. A lot of. I feel like a lot of Prem fans don't watch Champions League final just because their team isn't participating.
Nah, everyone tunes in.
I don't think Arsenal fans are watching that Champions League final.
They're brats, though.
They're gonna tune in.
They'll still
Everyone tunes in.
you might tune in for a hate watch. Maybe a little bit of a hate watch.
I'm
I don't
tuning in for Hate Watch too.
Gent says would like for Luis Enrique to win it.
That's another
Great
storyline.
coach,
He'd
great
have-
great story.
He'd have 2 trebles with 2 different teams.
Yeah, great manager.
Okay, who's better, Luis Enrique or your boy Flick? Little guy at the far right over there.
Talking to me?
Yeah, you.
His boy Flick.
Your boy Flick.
My boy Flick. I mean, based off of
Because wait, you were saying that Hansi Flick is the best coach of this modern era.
I said he could be.
Okay, but
He's literally only coached like 2 seasons. but
okay, yeah, but Luis Enrique.
has coached longer, so him. That's not the answer you want me to say, but that's the answer I'm
I
gonna
wanted
give
you to explain a little bit because
I did. I said because he's done more. He's coached for a longer period of time. He has more experience. Ask me in 10 years if Hansi Flick decides he still wants to coach more than like 3 years, then maybe it's a different story. He's literally coached. This is what his 3rd season coaching. He coached for half a season after he took over for Niko Kovac. Then had what, like 1 season at Bayern,
So
German
3.5.
national team for a little bit, and then Barca for a year.
Still 3.5, we'll say.
Yeah, for Luis Enrique has been coaching since what?
Not
Ear-
consistently though.
Early 2010s, no?
Not consistently.
He's been coaching consistently,
was
just
where
not at the
then?
top level. He was
Roma.
at Roma. He was at Betis, I think, for
He sucked at Roma.
He was at Vigo
Celta Vigo. He's been around.
right before Barca. He's at
He's-
Vigo.
he's been put in his shifts. Hansi Flick was an assistant until like Niko Kovac got fired. Sorry.
Italian Mike says, oh wait, hold on.
Yeah, Inter storyline is making the final 2 years ago, and now in the final. E2 Live says PSG have more redemption stories. Donna, Dembouz, French team, etc. Italian Mike says old heads respect Serie A, youngsters don't.
not
LOL.
wrong.
I agree. And now the youngsters are getting into football.
Yeah, that's why I'm saying like this Inter team is great, fantastic, but I feel like it might be one of those things if they do end up winning it, like people won't care.
I think
If that makes sense.
I think that reasoning is because they don't have like a star up top. Like,
That could be it. Yeah, that could be a
like,
reason.
Their stars are what, Barella and Bastoni, 2 more defensive minded. One's a mid, one's a defender. Like Lautaro's a good player. He's not a star, right?
Yeah, no, I think that's definitely a huge part. Like I feel like if Inter win, like maybe in like a year or 2 years, people will be like, man, like that was kind of a trash season. Like Inter won.
Yeah. No, I
Like
agree. I agree.
maybe it's maybe you're right. They don't have a star. It's not an attractive team per se. They're old, but that's just what I think. Like it's not gonna. Maybe it'll age a little better like down the line, but like in recent times, I don't think they're gonna get much like praise per se. Hey, if they win the final, maybe like 3-0, then we
Yeah,
might
if
have a
they kill
different
PSG,
story.
yeah,
But
Yeah.
if they just get like a cheeky 1-0 win, like it'll be like a whatever, like whatever, like they won. Okay,
Yeah.
it didn't like blow people's skirts up, you know.
Nah, I agree with that. Gent in the chat saying Flick was assistant coach for years due to his wife having cancer. He spent time with his family due to that.
I did not know that.
Proper
There you go.
freaking lad right
and
there,
then
man.
he also said he's the one who told Lowe to sub Götze in the World Cup final, by the way. Fun fact.
Damn.
There you go, man.
Another fun fact.
E2 Live, you know Lucho is the real deal? Did you know that? We knew that.
We knew
Lucho Diaz.
When in nearly each when in nearly each matchup against Pep, his team always has more possession than Pep's team.
Yeah.
This is a legacy match for Lucho, if anything. It's for him to prove that he could do it without MSN, right?
Sure.
Yep.
There
I
you go,
think
man.
Create his own MSN.
I think Inter win this final, personally.
Gosh,
Yeah, let's do what we predict and we'll end it off there.
You know, Inter could go 4-7 in finals. If they win, this final will be their 47th major trophy.
No way.
Where are you getting these stats from, bro?
Lautaro Martinez, captain, born on 22/8.
Oh,
Inter Milan, this would be their 228th game.
how do you remember
final.
all this?
You're the Snake as well. Inter
He's
affiliated.
making it up.
Inter affiliated with the Snake. There's a connection there. Lincoln Park, I think they're performing. We're doing like a pre-match performance for the UCL final. They have a connection with Inter Milan as well. And yeah, just Inter overall, man. I think they get their get back.
Okay.
Lost the
Inter-
final a couple years ago. They'll win it now.
So enter for Matt.
PSG ain't shit.
Shit, yo.
Chill, bro.
Where did that come from?
He hates.
Yeah, I got Inter too, man. Same reasons.
Fair enough.
228, 47,
There you
47,
go.
all that.
Jay.
I do not want Inter to win
Why not?
because they beat my team.
Aren't you supposed to cheer for them now?
Bro,
Nah.
Isn't that how it
even
works?
worse?
It's next man up, no? Like, is
No.
Next
I don't want
man
the team
up.
to-
that was how you do
Nah.
Why would you
it.
want the team that
It's like King's
took
Court,
you out of the
you know?
league
It's
to
like
win?
King's Court. You want the guy that took you out, so go
Never
on.
that.
So that means you lost the best team.
Yeah, usually
I don't
usually
care.
People like that.
But I feel a little bitter, salty.
100%.
But you also have a strong affiliation to PSG.
Dembele?
Yeah.
Yeah, it'd be sick to see him win. I've always believed in him. You guys know that. Like, what a player.
You just got lucky, bro.
Good
What do
shit.
you mean?
You got lucky.
He's so talented. Like,
You're
that's
lucky
how
that
hard
he's
A
doing
broken
good, bro.
clock is right twice a day, right?
Exactly. You got so lucky.
I'd be happy for him. I get like he dunked on Barca that one time last year, and maybe had some choice words. But you didn't see that interview of him talking about like how much playing at Barca meant to him. Did you see that clip?
No.
Nothing.
You gotta show Matt.
Oh
that.
yeah, I was
You gotta show
collecting
Matt that
a
clip, bro.
paycheck while being in the hospital.
No, but like he was saying actually some really nice words that like it was like
They treat me
some of
so
the best
well.
time of his life. Like
Sure.
I hope
bro.
so, bro. I'm sure a lot of players say that playing for Barca.
yeah, so like I have some good memories of Dembele at Barca.
I don't.
He made me jump off my seat.
Liverpool specifically.
Yeah, but like again, like choice moments. Like
That's what.
why aren't you
football's
mad
about.
at Yamal missing the shot?
I am mad.
You're not mad at
You
it.
just can't tell. 'cause
I'm
you got
mad
the
that
glasses
Sommer
on.
made those saves against him.
Okay,
they
why
had
aren't
a
you mad
world-class
at that
match.
Allison made the save against Dembele?
That he didn't,
No, why are you mad that he did?
He's
No, why aren't you mad that he did?
Because he's Brazilian.
because Dembele should have finished that.
The Yamal should have finished. The corner was wide open. Why didn't he curl it in?
Easier said than done.
Sommer would have saved
Just
it.
like Dembele.
Had more of an.
That
open
wasn't
net.
that.
My
Okay,
God.
but what about the Eric Garcia one?
I'm mad at him for that.
That was
Should've
that was
scored
that.
that.
Okay, that was because at least that one he didn't have anyone in front of him. Dembele had a little bit like he wasn't that open. Yes, it was a bad miss, but like it wasn't the easiest of shots.
Should be for a player of his caliber.
I
Ballon d'Or level player.
yeah now, but anyways,
So you got PSG.
I got PSG. Sick
Just
team,
for emotions.
sick team,
Yeah.
great players. They'd win their first ever Champions League. Be pretty sick.
That's cool too.
The atmosphere would be crazy. Streets of Paris.
Fans are a little bratty too, though.
Yeah.
Everyone's
I don't
got
really,
bratty fans,
I don't
man.
really know PSG fans on Twitter.
What they did against Neymar and Messi.
No, they're,
Okay,
they're,
yeah.
They also destroyed
And
the city
Mbappe.
first for winning the
Yeah.
semifinals.
they're bratty in real life.
Yeah. Yeah, no, because they have like genuine like hooligan ultras.
I
So,
like that though.
Yeah, I mean it's better than the Arsenal ultras.
I like a good hooligan.
Yeah, it's true.
You know.
Yeah, they got a really diehard fan base, which is great. And yeah, like think about all the ballers coming out of Paris now. Imagine PSG actually win a Champions League. Like you're gonna see the amount of French footballers coming out of Paris, like 10x even after
The thing is,
that.
I'm gonna hear
I don't
people.
know if I'm ready for that.
That's the thing. I'm gonna hear people saying, "Do is better than Lamine Yamal because he has the Champions League."
Maybe
No,
maybe
but
you're right.
Lamine has zero.
Maybe you're right.
You guys remember the last time Inter beat Barca in a semifinal?
I do.
Yeah.
They won the CO.
There you go.
1-0 might be the same this time.
There you go.
Yeah, but they
Argentine,
played against Bayern. They didn't have Dembele.
an Argentine captain, right? In that win.
Zanetti.
Nah. Oh yeah, Zanetti. Yeah,
Argentine
yeah.
captain now. Who they play?
Bayern.
Munich. Where are
Yeah.
they playing?
Oh,
In Munich.
There you go.
Oh my
Okay.
god. Oh,
Connections are there,
No,
bro.
no.
No,
You see that?
I wouldn't be. I would not be surprised
That
if Inter
pudding's
won. Like it's not gonna shock me if they win. Like they're a great team, but I got PSG. That's my pick.
Yeah. Lads,
PSG.
brain
Yeah,
rotters.
This is
Brain rotters.
PSG, dude.
Talk to us.
PSG, man.
How come?
You guys are both going PSG?
Yeah.
No love for your league.
No.
Crazy, bro.
That's
Way
like
to rep Italian soccer
know.
and said yeah.
I just want it to be Barca.
I just want
That's
it to be
it.
Barca because I
I'm
don't
a
want.
Because you hate the Barca
I
brats.
hate the Barca brats.
Let's give them an opportunity to win it, though.
Well, they're not gonna win it because
Yeah,
I'll tell you
yeah,
why.
Let's let them
That's a good
get
one.
one more CL than Juve.
I'll tell you. Due,
Whoa. Better than me.
Dembele,
Yeah.
Mm,
Kvaratskhelia,
mm,
Pacho,
mm.
Panchu,
Barnjot.
Marquinhos, Nuno Sanch,
Yeah,
Nuno
but-
Mensch.
You name the Inter 11 too?
Yeah, you
Gone
naming the whole
ahead.
team?
Don't forget about Xavi's favorite midfielder. Did you hear his new interview?
Yeah, Bruno
Said he loves
Fernandes.
and Vitinha.
And Vitinha, yeah.
What?
It's his
Xavi?
favorite midfielder.
Xavi just wants to go coach PSG. That's what he wants.
He's
to
gonna
do.
coach Man United in a few years. Just watch.
No, man. There's no way.
But
Him coaching Kobe Mino, huh?
I
Joy.
think
Make him
this
actually good.
this PSG team is like the most fun team I've watched in a long time. Like they're fun to watch.
If you were in a Barca here, you would say Barca. but
no.
It's okay. No, it's okay. Go ahead.
No, they use
We're talking
both.
about the finals, man. We're talking about the finals.
They use both of their wings.
Semifinals
not
is
just one.
done.
We're talking about the teams that are in the
Semifinals
finals
done.
right now. We're not talking about
Barca does use both their wings, man.
Nah, they only use one. They only
Yeah,
use,
against Inter when the team wasn't healthy.
Go ahead. Keep going.
And yeah, PSG, man. They're just fun to
Most fun.
watch. Very versatile, creative in the front. You know, very seamless
Shifty.
attack. It's not so direct. You know,
Yeah.
it's very seamless. Great defense, great goalkeeping as well. I think it's gonna be a fun final to watch. But yeah, I say PSG.
Yeah, and Dave.
I hope you're right. I really hope you're right, or else I'm going for you. Going for your neck.
Excuse
I hope
me?
PSG win it.
Is that a threat?
No, I'm just saying, bro. This guy wanted Inter in the finals, and I hope he's right that they don't win it. Because if they are, bro, this guy's he's lost it himself, bro.
He's lost it himself.
You brought this to yourself.
bad.
You brought this to yourself.
But the thing is, if Inter won it, then Barca might have won it as well. I'd rather
What?
none of them win it,
That's
but
not how
like
it works.
It's not how stuff works, buddy.
I don't know.
They weren't. They're not 100%.
Yeah,
You better
but-
be right.
Yeah, but which team gets to wear their home kit?
I think whoever finished higher on the standing,
That's right.
Because they can't
Should-
both wear 'em.
that'd be Inter.
Probably Inter.
Just mad Barca wearing those ugly ass green kits, bro.
Never wear those kits
Don't you
ever
have
again.
one?
I rate the
Never
green
wear
kit.
yellow again.
I rate that kit.
Whenever
Nice
we wear
kit.
those like bright
After that
colors,
loss?
we lose.
You guys should. No, they couldn't.
I
use
rate
them.
that kit. Had the vertical Nike logo.
No, but I think PSG can win it. They have the players to win it. But it's
They
we know what Inter's gonna do.
What are you gonna do?
Defend.
Is this the best final on paper since when? Nah, on
bro.
paper.
Yo, low key, this game is screaming 1-0.
That's what I'm
Am I
saying.
tripping? Am I tripping?
That's what I'm saying. I wouldn't be surprised.
I
if it
mean,
was.
like, we look at the trends. Last year's final. What was Dortmund Madrid?
2-0.
2-0.
Maybe 2-1. I can't remember if we scored.
You don't remember? Eh?
I remember we scored a couple
Um,
offside goals, but I can't remember. if we
Man
scored.
City Inter 1-0.
No.
Liverpool Madrid 1-0. Chelsea Man City 1-0. Bayern PSG 1-0. It's screaming 1-0. Finals aren't that eventful from Champions
was-
League from
what
what
was
we've seen.
Tottenham?
It's a
Liverpool.
chess match, man.
2-0.
2-0 pool.
Yeah.
I think
They're never that eventful, to be honest.
I just think it would have been so much more eventful. We've seen a lot more goals if it was Barca.
Yeah,
PSG.
probably.
Yeah, I don't think E2 Live. I don't think the finals
If
that
it was
good on
Barca,
paper.
PSG,
No, but
that
I
would
think, I
have
think
been
he's questioning it.
nuts.
No, I'm asking if it is. Like,
Yeah.
I think best final on paper, Barca Juve was really good on paper.
That was
Mhm.
That was fantastic.
I agree with that. I think that was
BL
probably the best of all
dude.
time.
Yeah. On paper, I think the best final would have been Barca PSG. On
Yeah,
paper.
I think Barca PSG would have been
Yeah,
more.
that would have
entertaining.
been my preferred matchup too. But
And saying last time we lost at semis to Inter, we then went and won the UCL next season. Scriptwriters. Personally, 2027 Barca, but next year's gonna be Real Madrid's.
What?
I love when you see that though.
Why?
Because
Athletes
somehow
always come
I
with
know
some crazy stuff.
somehow Madrid will find it next year, eh?
BL dude, if Inter are so defensive, how did they score 4 goals against you?
If Inter are so good defending, then how did we score that many goals on them too?
Yeah, but that was his point. Good.
Oh, sorry, I thought he was going against Barca. Sorry, you're right.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I thought so too. Yeah,
That's
I
what I
read
got
that.
from it.
I read that wrong.
Sorry,
yeah.
I
He's
read that
trying to
wrong.
like, cause someone. I
Maybe,
can't-
Yes,
maybe
no,
BL
you're
dude,
right.
clarify actually.
I think he's
What
saying,
exactly do you mean?
Because you guys, who said? I might have been Dave. I think. He
Well,
said,
no. How do you how would you read that? If Inter are so defensive, how did they score 4 goals against you?
It's
Yeah,
because you
no.
said.
You said they're just gonna park it.
Exactly.
So he's saying if Inter are so defensive, how
Yeah,
how they guys
They
score
scored
four?
7 goals.
So I did
against
get
you guys
it right.
across
I
two
did read it
legs.
right.
Yeah.
7 goals.
Yeah, I don't think they're that defensive a team. They're a counter-attacking team, not super defensive, but they're gonna come at you.
Bro.
Can we agree this is one of the best matchups in UCL history? That Inter versus Barca game.
Oh yeah, that'll
Yeah.
go down as one of the
I thought
classics.
you were talking about the final. I was like,
Bro,
No. This was Barca PSG was the final. Barca Inter was the final.
realistically, that could have been a final. That could have been the final. Like
Yeah.
that was an all-timer matchup.
I think you can usually say that about most semifinals. This could be the final.
Yeah, semifinals are usually
That would
damn
have
good.
that would have hurt even more. I agree, Matt. If that was a final,
It's UCL heritage, man.
I have to give it up, bro.
I just wish
Voluntarily.
Barca could have been at the Camp Nou for that game instead of.
You think it would have made a difference?
See, the second leg's always better to have
Yeah.
at home.
Pack New Camp, 100K people, bro.
Weren't you guys? You guys
100K,
were saying-
100K upset. After that,
Spotify
like,
It would have added to the energy. Like
yeah.
Barca's current stadium, like it's small,
Like
it's
the
like
boring
way
Montjuic,
too
bro.
wide open.
An Olympic Stadium, bro. The track.
you guys
I
love the
hate
Olympics,
track
I love
hate
stadiums.
the
track.
Olympic Stadium.
I love track.
I hate.
I don't
them
like
more-
track
The
stadiums.
fans
either.
are way too far away.
Yeah, but like when they celebrate, it's so much cooler.
Bro, you don't hear the fans, man. It's not the same.
It's so
I
much
want the
cooler when they
fans right in
celebrate.
my ears, bro. I want them throwing stuff.
Okay, well,
Alright.
I think we should end it there. We went through everything.
UCL
from
heritage.
Conference League to Europa League to UCL.
We need the runaround today.
We did everything, but you guys probably missed the first 2 groups.
Yeah,
We might all be in CL.
Bro, this
next
guy's
year.
laughing because he wants to. He might win a trophy to put him into Champions League, which we already are in.
Well, we're not, but
You know European Cup.
Yeah, we'll be there soon though.
hopefully.
Fine.
But everybody, thanks for coming to the live. I'm not gonna name all you guys because there's a lot of
Again,
you.
Name a
PL
couple,
dude,
name a
couple.
E2
Yo,
Live.
dude,
Dude,
the
Gent,
ones that-
T2 Live, bro.
BL Dude, Gent, E2 Live,
Your
Again,
bets.
Gent,
Italian
Gent,
Mike.
I say Gent.
Points
you know,
bet.
Italian
Points
Mike.
bet lot, bro.
Points bet lot, bro. Who else was in here?
Jackson.
Jackson.
yeah.
Call what's the
Costin Collins.
Yes, we had
Thanks, boys.
we had a decent amount of people in here today. But
We love you guys.
you better catch the final because this final is gonna be crazy, and I can
I hope so,
guarantee
bro.
that because he's
Oh, Zane in the cut too.
Zane!
Zane.
You've been quiet, Zane.
He's been quiet, but he's been here.
I loved it.
GG's.
But
Thanks, Zane.
make sure to like, subscribe, and follow. You know who we are.
With Clutch Mang.
And guys, check out we had a recent interview with a Champions League semi-finalist, Thomas Partey, delivered by Dave here. So check that out if you guys haven't. Came out a couple days ago.
It was
That's what I do, man. I do
crazy
it for
one.
the people, man.
That was a good one.
As always, guys, remember, we the culture in Visca Barca.
Oh, Zane's at work, so
absorb.
he's in
mode.
absorb
Beauty.
mode. Never heard that one.
I love it.
Yeah.
Wait, you're from New Zealand?
Legend.
You're a Kiwi, mate?
Oh, shout out the Kiwis.
Shout out the Kiwis, man. I love.
Shout out
I love
everyone,
Kiwis,
bro, all
man.
around the world. Much
Yeah.
love.
All right.
All right.
See ya for real. now.
Thanks,
Ciao.
fellas.
Peace out,
Ciao.
boys. Appreciate
Thanks,
it.
fellas.
The fellas.